for pickup or delivery on the Wawa app. Planning for the game? Wawa Catering has you covered. Make your game day a winner with Wawa hoagies, snacks, and drinks. Order ahead at wawacatering.com. Wawa is the official hoagie of the Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens fans, visit BaltimoreRavens.com to enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines captain of the game. You could win tickets to a 2024 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, and much more. Brought to you by Wise Markets. Hey, football fans, Wise Markets has everything to make your tailgate party a game changer.
Eat better, spend less, that's Wise.
It's time to get ready for kickoff on the Ravens Game Day Network.
NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas on Christmas Day. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah to you and yours from me and my partner, Hall of Famer Rod Woodson, as we get you set for the Ravens at 10-5 and the Texans at 9-6. Houston has wrapped up the AFC South title with Pittsburgh losing today to Kansas City. If the Ravens win today and next week, they win the AFC North title, which means football on Christmas can go a long way into making things merry for the Ravens and their fans. Time now for Rod's Keys to the Game, brought to you by Coppin State University.
Start with the offense. Protect Lamar Jackson. Hunter and Anderson get after quarterback. Do not let them touch Lamar. Secondly, get turnovers. They have 14 turnovers on the year. That's 24th in the league. 9 interceptions, 9 fumbles. You need to get turnovers today. Lastly, have success running the football on the early downs, first and second down. If they can do that, they get a victory.
It is the number one offense in the NFL. The Ravens, the number 2 rushing attack. Derrick Henry is having a year, to say the very least. The Ravens are averaging almost 6 yards a carry at times this year, and they get the opportunity to try to run into the postseason as the champion of the AFC North. Rod, everything the Ravens have worked for since minicamp is suddenly right in front of them.
It's right there, and that's what John talked about going into the locker room. Like, Steelers lost. This is ours. We win. We take care of our own business. We go out there and play our best football. We win the division.
Countdown to Kickoff is presented by Toyota. RAV4 is the official SUV of the Baltimore Ravens. Kickoff is next on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppable bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. With Downy Unstoppable, you just toss, wash, wow, for all day freshness.
The Pentatonics with a national anthem on a Christmas Day football game in the NFL. We'll have Beyonce at halftime and hopefully a division effort by the Baltimore Ravens, who can move in first place today with the Steelers losing earlier today, 29-10 at home to the Kansas City Chiefs. Indoor fireworks on top of the Pentatonics. Rod, I don't know that I've ever seen fireworks explode 18 feet in front of my face. That was jarring.
That was jarring, but listen, I'm more excited. I was more excited about Pentatonics than Beyonce.
Huge Pentatonics fan.
I am too.
I'm not a giant holiday music person, but the Pentatonics.
Yes.
That feels like holiday to me.
Their holiday album is outstanding.
And of course, again, Beyonce at halftime. But in between high-stakes football, the Texans have already secured the title in the AFC South. They are playing for either the third or the fourth seed. The Ravens now with the chance to move into first place. They're playing either for the third seed or the wild card. Obviously, the third seed is what they prefer. Ravens captains working their way out to the midfield H logo. They will be greeted by C.J. Stroud and the Texans captains. Our referee today is Alan Eck. He will be conducting the coin toss after the captains exchange their pleasantries. Let's head down and listen in.
Gentlemen, Merry Christmas. Since Baltimore's a visiting team, they will call the toss. This side is heads. This side is tails. What's your choice? Tails has been called. Heads. Houston's won the toss before you want the ball. Wait really quick. Houston won the toss, deferred their choice in the second half. Baltimore will receive the opening kickoff. Good luck, gentlemen.
And unlike a week ago back in Baltimore, where the wind was a huge factor, we're indoors. The dome roof is closed today at NRG Stadium, so it is 70 degrees, no wind. You don't even need flags on the uprights of a goalpost, so wind is not a factor. And the reason I point that out is last week you had to figure out which way you wanted to go because you didn't want to go into the wind in the fourth quarter. Not an issue today.
Not an issue. The only difference is when you play in a dome, the lights. The lights are a little higher for the punt returners, the receivers. When the ball's coming down, sometimes you can get kind of lost in the lights. So they will have to adjust to that, talking about the Ravens.
Might be a slightly late arriving crowd here because it is Christmas and the stakes are not nearly as high for the Texans as they are for the Ravens. It's that time of the year where you do a lot of scoreboard watching and you do a lot of projecting to what could happen if and then. It's starting to get much more clear for the Ravens. If they win today, they put themselves in position to win the AFC North for a second year in a row with a win next week at home when they close out the regular season against the Cleveland Browns. But first, you got to take care of the Texans. And the Ravens will be receiving on the opening kick Rasheen Ali and Keaton Mitchell, who will see some time in the backfield today, will be the deep end for the Ravens. The Ravens are in their black helmets, white jerseys, purple numbers, black pants, no striping. The Texans are in their H-Town alternate uniforms, dark blue helmets, dark blue jerseys, red numbers, dark blue pants, red striping. Kaimi Fairbairn will handle the kickoff duties for the Texans. And the Ravens' two young running backs are deep and ready to go as we get ready on Christmas Day, week 17, and so much on the line. Fairbairn's kick will be returnable. Ali takes it at the 2, brings it across the 10 at the numbers. Near side 20. 25 loses his footing and hits the turf. And that's where Lamar Jackson and the offense will go to work on this opening drive of week 17. Lamar Jackson, 37 touchdowns against only 4 interceptions this year. Up front, Tyler Linderbaum at center. Pat McCary at left guard. Ronnie Stanley at left tackle. Daniel Fa'alele is the right guard. Roger Rosengarten is the right tackle. In the backfield with Lamar, Pat Ricard, and Derrick Henry. The tight end is Mark Andrews. And the wide receivers, Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman. Lamar will start with the shotgun. Henry to his left. Zay Flowers goes in motion. Lamar hands it off. Big hole. Henry bends up to the outside, gets across the 30 to the 31. And he'll get 6 on the play. Rod, it looked like he banged into his own man.
He ran into his own guy, but that's the wins you got to have on first down. It's that early success on first and second down. And if you can get second and 4, the playbook for Todd Monken opens up tremendously.
And that's when you hear the coaches talk about staying on schedule. That is what they need. Positive yards to start the drive. Pistol formation. Lamar 5 yards deep. Henry 2 yards behind him. Texans with a 4-man defensive front. Give us a Henry. Big hole right side. Crosses the 35 and is tripped up. Taken down at the 37.
I thought
that'll move the chains.
I looked like he was going to take it the distance because it was a huge hole on the right side. And they just got his backside of his. Oh, he fell over a defender.
Christian Harris got blocked to the turf and just tripped up Derrick Henry.
Because if he would have got over Harris, there was nobody out there but the goalpost.
1st and 10 Ravens. Ball is at their 36-yard line. Opening drive on Christmas Day. Lamar to throw for the first time today. Escapes the pocket, but no, he'll get taken to the turf at the 34-yard line. Tommy Togiai, part of the package that squeezed the pocket and did not give Lamar the escape route he thought he had.
You know, when you have a quarterback like Lamar, you can't get too much or too far past him. They don't want to give Lamar a lot of lanes to run the ball with.
So now the Ravens get off schedule, looking at a 2nd and 13. Back up to their 34-yard line as the Texans get the first sack of the game. Lamar from the shotgun. Long play count. Sends Ali in motion. Takes a snap, rolls to the right, pumps once, gets outside the numbers 30, 40. Midfield, still running it all the way down to the Texans' 40-yard line before he steps out of bounds as Lamar Jackson reels off a 25-yard run, and the Ravens have a first down.
And that's what the Houston Texans don't want to happen, but that anytime you dip, they did an ET game to the defense or offensive right, and once he dipped inside, you got to get back outside. You cannot let Lamar Jackson get outside the tackle because if he does, he can kill you with his feet.
Lamar with the first big run of the game. He only needs 87 more rushing yards coming into today to pass Michael Vick as the all-time NFL leader in quarterback rushing yards. They'll hand it off here to the big man, Derrick Henry, who slams his way down to the 35-yard line. 6 more yards for the King.
And again, they're on schedule. They're doing everything right on first down. Give him that ball to Derrick Henry. Let him get vertical. Bring the pass rushers inside, and then you can start put it in the stomach and then pulling it out, and you should have openings behind the linebackers in between the safeties.
We'll mark it as a gain of 7, 2nd down and 3. Lamar in the shotgun, Henry to his left, Ricard to his right. Flowers and Tyler Wallace split wide to the left. Lamar pump fakes, hands it off. Henry, right side, big hole, down to the 30, and he pounds his way for another first down to the 29-yard line.
And you're using that speed against them because those edge rushers, Anderson and Hunter, they're getting up the field. So that delayed draw, so to speak, opens up some gaps for Derrick Henry to find.
And the holes are huge, surprisingly, Rob, because the Texans have 8 in the box on every play. They're bunching up the defense. They'll spread it out now. Bateman splits wide right. Zay Flowers to the left. Lamar from under center on 1st and 10, just outside the Texans' 29. Lamar play action, deep drop, steps up, fires across the middle. It is caught by Flowers at the 10, spins to the 5, and he's down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Ravens.
That was a gorgeous pass by Lamar. Oh, he threw that ball a dart right over Tua in the hands of Flowers, in between the linebackers and the safeties.
A 27-yard pass and catch, pinpoint accurate. Now the Ravens have it at the 2-yard line of the Texans, 1st and goal. Lamar under center. Gives it to Henry, right side. The King is in! And the Ravens strike first on Christmas Day.
Derrick Henry. He surpassed Ray Rice and Ingram for the most touchdowns in a season.
His 16th touchdown of the season. No longer sharing the honors, as Rob points out, with Mark Ingram and Ray Rice. It is the King alone. The King, as a King should do, stands alone atop the Ravens record book with the most touchdowns in a season.
Congratulations, Derrick Henry.
And the Ravens.
I hope he kept the ball. I don't think he did. I think he dropped it.
They will find out what it for him. The Ravens go 75 yards in just under 5 minutes. Justin Tucker on for the extra point attempt. Tucker's kick is up, and it is good. 10:08 to play. First quarter on Christmas Day in Houston. It's the Ravens 7, the Texans nothing on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Are you tackling the challenges of today's business world? Efficiency and security are the plays of the game. To level up, trust the team the Baltimore Ravens trust. Advanced Business Systems, the official IT partner and managed print services provider of the Baltimore Ravens. For cost containment and top-tier data security, call Advanced today or visit advancedstuff.com/Ravens Radio. Advanced Business Systems. We live and breathe this stuff.
Toyotathon is on, making now the perfect time to stop by your local Toyota dealer to check out all the great vehicles in Toyota's lineup, like the exciting new 25 Camry, stylish Corolla, or adventure-ready RAV4, all with great MPGs. Or hop in a rugged Tacoma or Tundra, ready for anything and everything you need to haul home for the holidays. Visit buyatoyota.com for local inventory, great deals, and more. But hurry, offers end January 6th. Toyota, let's go places.
This is Mark Andrews, tight end for the Baltimore Ravens. As an athlete living with type 1 diabetes, I understand that life can get busy. Your health is a priority, and we're here to help. The Ravens, GEHA, and Novo Nordisk have created the Purple Ticket to Health program to empower you to take action towards a healthier lifestyle. Take the first step by completing a short assessment and get the chance to win great Ravens prizes. Score your Purple Ticket today by visiting BaltimoreRavens.com/Purple Ticket.
Ravens Nation, hurt in an accident? Don't worry. Hiring a team of lawyers is easy with Rice, Martha Pasouris. I'm attorney Randolph Rice, and with just one phone call, you're set. No need to leave your home. It's fast, too. We start working on your case today. And remember, it costs you nothing out of pocket. We only get paid when we win your case. That's our promise to you. 3 reasons to choose us and 3 names to remember. Best advice? Call Rice.
Rice, Martha Pasouris, your official injury lawyers.
7-0 Ravens in front of the Texans. 10:08 to play in the opening quarter. And this season, for every Ravens touchdown, Baltimore area Toyota dealers donate $500 to Kennedy Krieger. That Derrick Henry touchdown is another $500 for Kennedy Krieger from Toyota. Well, Rob, you called the game plan right out of the gate as the Ravens were pound, play action, touchdown.
When you can run the football on early downs, that sucks up the linebackers just enough to get people like Zay Flowers behind them and in between the safeties.
But the key play on that drive, Lamar Jackson's pinpoint pass to Zay Flowers, a 27-yard gain that set up a first and goal from the 2. Derrick Henry punched it in. He is now the all-time season record holder for most touchdowns in a Ravens season at 16. 16 touchdowns in week 17. That is production. Justin Tucker will kick it off. Dare Ogunbowale and Dameon Pierce. A pair of backup running backs are deep for the Texans. Tucker's kick will sail deep in the end zone for a touchback. So we've seen now the last couple of weeks since the Meadowlands game against the Giants. Sometimes it's Justin Tucker, sometimes it's Jordan Stout. So we'll see who they handle the kickoff duty to, but it's starting to kind of wean Tucker out of that job, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little surprised because Stout was in the warm-ups. He was kicking off. So I was thinking they're going to give him some opportunities, both of them, to get their legs warmed up for the postseason.
Texans will start the drive at their 30-yard line, moving from our left to right in their all dark blue uniforms with red numbers and red striping. C.J. Stroud in the backfield with former Bengal Joe Mixon. 2 receivers split to the left. Give us a Mixon running along the right hash mark. Forget about it. Nowhere to go as Roquan Smith stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the one thing that the Ravens do well, they load the box over 57% of the time against opposing offenses. They are not going to let you run the football. They're going to put you or make you or try to make you one-dimensional throughout the game.
C.J. Stroud, last year's NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, 19 touchdown passes against 11 interceptions this season. He looks at a 2nd and 10 from the Texans 30. Pistol formation. He'll give it to Mixon, running to the right side again. Nothing there. This time it's Kyle Van Noy set at the edge and limiting Mixon to only 2 yards on the play. Dafe Owe also over there with Kyle Van Noy. The Texans are looking at a 3rd down. We'll give him a 3-yard gain, so it'll be 3rd down and 7.
I just don't know how you move Justin Madubuike, Travis Jones. They're so big, so powerful. It is so hard to run inside the tackles against this defense.
Coming out of the bye, the healthy return of Michael Pierce, the return health to Travis Jones, just a huge difference to this run defense. Ravens bunch 6 along the defensive front. 3rd down and 7. Stroud to throw for the first time. Quick release, pass is caught. And that is good for a 1st down out to the 46-yard line as Nico Collins pulled in the ball on a quick slant. And the Texans have their first down of the game.
Yeah, that's just Nate Wiggins having bad eyes. He had inside leverage. He just got to make sure he's driving to the upfield shoulder when Nico Collins running that slant.
1st and 10 Texans at the Houston 46. Ball on the right hash mark. Texans moving from our left to right. Stroud will send 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Joe Mixon in the backfield. Gives to Mixon, running between the hash marks, tries to bounce to the outside, and he'll cross midfield and get down to the Ravens' 49-yard line after a 5-yard gain before Kyle Van Noy can put him to the turf.
And Nate Wiggins, as he gets more reps, he will get a better understanding of how they're going to attack him week in and week out.
Kyle Van Noy operating with a career-high 10.5 sacks. Amazing for the 11-year veteran who a year ago, early in the season, was on the couch. 2nd down. Play action. Stroud rolls left, throws complete to his tight end who's banged down at the line of scrimmage. Terrific open field tackle by Brandon Stevens on Cade Stover, the rookie out of Ohio State, and the Texans are looking at a 3rd and 5.
And you glad he threw to Cade Stover because Robert Woods was coming across the field, and it was nobody by Robert Woods.
Quick snap for Stroud on 3rd down and 5. Pocket collapsing, and he is sacked! Kyle Van Noy drops him back at the 38-yard line. 11.5 sacks for the veteran. And the Ravens defense forces the punt team on for Houston.
Great job by Kyle Van Noy because there was confusion on the back end of the Ravens. There was multiple guys open. But that pass rush did not let C.J. Stroud set his feet and find anybody.
And that is 54 consecutive games with a sack by the Ravens defense.
That's remarkable.
Punt team on for Houston. As Tommy Townsend will kick the ball. And waiting for the Ravens with a fair catch signal, but waved off at the 20-yard line as the ball sails out of bounds.
Yeah, that was not a great kick.
That was Steven Sims, who was deep for the punt return. It was picked up off of waivers from the Texans earlier this week. So they're going to spot the ball at the 30-yard line. Poor punt for the Texans. Good field position for the Ravens. 6:12 to play. Opening quarter in Houston, Texas on Christmas Day, where the Ravens lead at 7-0 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Sports Centers all day and night on ESPN 630 are brought to you by NATCA, the National Air Traffic Controllers Association. They guide you home safely. For more info, visit them at natca.org. That's natca.org.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED in my 12 years of practice. But now you can get world-class care for ED 100% online by going to HIMSS.com. So what are you waiting for?
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to HIMSS.com/joy.
O'Shea Jackson Jr. and TJ Jefferson bring their unique take on sports entertainment with no contest wrestling, with guests like WWE Hall of Famer Eric Bischoff.
You are an excellent villain. No, I appreciate that. Did that ever just kind of wear on you sometimes? The only time it got difficult is when they weren't doing loudly enough. As long as I could get the crowd to hate me, that means we were making money and we were doing things right. So the more the better.
The No Contest Wrestling Podcast, part of the Rich Eisen Podcast Network, wherever you listen.
Sports Centers all day and night on ESPN 630 are brought to you by NATCA, the National Air Traffic Controllers Association. They guide you home safely. For more info, visit them at natca.org. That's natca.org.
Times of transition, whether from a sad event or a joyful one, can leave us feeling adrift. Social connections become even more important. Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health. It can lead to high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain connections to people whose relationships bring meaning to your life. Try a new hobby, volunteer, exercise, or use your phone or other device to stay in touch. These can be great ways to keep up your social connections and your physical and mental well-being. Visit connecttoaffect.org to see if you're at risk of social isolation and find ways to stay connected. Presented by AARP Foundation with support from United Healthcare.
Here's another sack for science powered by Constellation. 11.5 sacks for the veteran of Van Noy. Say what, Chuck Smith, the Ravens pass rush specialist, assistant coach, Ron, he deserves a lot of credit because he had put every one of these edge pass rushers at a new level.
Yeah, he understands how to rush the quarterback, and he has got the most out of all his players. But Van Noy is playing lights-out football in his 11th year.
First and 10 Ravens at their 30-yard line, moving from our right to left. Pistol formation. Jackson 5 yards deep. Derrick Henry 2 yards behind him. Gives to Henry left side. He's got a big hole. 35, 40. The Kings lose. 45, 50. And it's all the way down to the Houston 49-yard line. A 21-yard run for the King, and the Ravens offense is rolling early.
That is a great counter. They took the outside, which the outside receiver brought him across the field. They give Ricard, come from inside the number 3 spot, kicks out the edge player and gets Derrick Henry downhill.
Double tight ends to the right. Zay Flowers goes in motion to the right. Lamar hands it off. Derrick Henry, big hole left side. He's to the 45, and it's spun down at the 42-yard line after an 8-yard gain. It was Kalen Bullock, the safety, coming up to make the tackle.
You know, they're really leaning heavy on this run offense, which is going to make the Texas linebackers step up and the safeties step up, which is going to give you some opportunities to take shots down the field as this game goes on.
Ravens averaging 181 yards a game rushing this year, second best in the NFL. Second down and 2 from the Texan 42. Lamar the shotgun. Henry to his right. Brings a Flowers in motion to the near side. Delayed handoff. Henry up the middle. Another big hole. He slams his way down to the 35-yard line and moves the chains again. So that offensive line is opening some holes for Derrick Henry.
Yeah, they're just moving the whole defensive line consistently throughout this first quarter.
With the linebacker, Henry Toa, who made the tackle, but 6 yards downfield. In the game now is rookie running back Rashid Ali. Lamar in the shotgun. 2 receivers split wide of the numbers to the left. Lamar takes the snap. Texans rush 4. Lamar fires near side, complete. That's Zay Flowers, and he's wrestled down at the 32-yard line after a short gain of 3. Miles Bryant had the coverage for Houston.
Yeah, I'm watching the Houston Texans defense, and it seems like they're getting into is an even front. So that means both their interior guys are on 3 techniques right outside the guard. There's a lot of space for you to run the football in between the tackles because of that.
Even front simply means there's 4 men up front. Odd front would be a 3 or a 5-man front. Sometimes football can be simple.
It is a simple game, not easy to play.
Pitch to the right. Rashid Ali hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss back to the 39-yard line. He was trying to cut it inside the numbers. Looked like he may have lost his footing, and Dylan Horton puts him to the turf for a loss of 6. It is 3rd down and 9. Ravens have it at the Texas 34-yard line. Ravens lead Houston 7-0 with 3:12 to play in the opening quarter.
It's hard to run toss plays against a fast defense, but to hand the ball off and go downhill, that's what they don't like.
Three receivers come to the left. Lamar runs to the line, shouts out instructions, steps back into the shotgun. Takes the snap. Texas rush 5. Lamar throws near sideline. It sails high and incomplete. He wanted Zay Flowers at the 23, but that one got out a little high on Lamar, so Justin Tucker will come on for what will be a 52-yard field goal try. Tucker connected from 51 last week in the wind in Baltimore.
Yeah, he was making these in the pregame pretty easy.
He's 5 of 10 from beyond 50 this year. He'll be kicking from the right hash mark. Nick Moore will have the snap. Jordan Stout the hold. Justin Tucker, 52-yard field goal attempt. Kick on the way. It has the distance. It is good. Justin Tucker from 52. And the Ravens extend the lead to 10-0 in front of Houston with 2:47 to play in the opening quarter on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Cannabis possession isn't a crime in Maryland anymore, and new laws mean that you can completely erase it from your record. Free legal aid is available to help with your arrest, charge, or conviction. Get started today at freshleafmd.org. DraftKings has the tools to help you play within your limits. Don't budge on your budget. With the options to set time limits and deposit limits, schedule time away from play, manage your payment methods, and keep track of your recent stats, you'll have all the tools to create a winning game plan. Because when it comes to betting, it's more fun when it's for fun. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit rg.draftkings.com for more info. Ravens fans, visit BaltimoreRavens.com to enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines captain of the game. You could win tickets to a 2024 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, and much more.
We may not have started this season on the right foot, but now we're on the rise.
He will go all the way! Touchdown, Ravens!
Picked off Marlon Humphrey. Tucker's kick is up. It is good.
The uprising continues with the Eagles and our division rivals headed to Baltimore. It's time to conquer. Join us at BaltimoreRavens.com/tickets.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewer Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
We pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ravens Game Day Network.
WSBN Washington, ESPN 630, the sports capital, your DC home for the Baltimore Orioles, the Baltimore Ravens, UVA basketball, and UVA football.
Ravens grab the early 10-0 lead. 2:47 to play in the opening frame. Justin Tucker nails it from 52 yards. Where the bye week, Rod, did so much good for Tucker. He's had 13 kicks, field goals, and extra points since the bye week. Perfect 13 for 13.
He hit the reset button. And same thing we talked about last week where you said you reminded him what his grandfather told him. Just kick the ball.
Tucker will kick it off. Davian Pierce, Dare Ogunbowale, deep for the Texans. Tucker booms another one. That will be taken for a touchback. And just a reminder that when an opponent misses a field goal this season, you get a free 6-piece McNuggets on the McDonald's app the next day. If an opponent misses another field goal, you're upgraded to a free 10-piece. The Ravens defense strong early. Let's see if they can continue that here against C.J. Stroud on this Texans offense. Texans offense came in ranked 20th overall in the NFL. 13th in point production. And Stroud will start the drive under center. There's two receivers to the left, one to the right. Damian Pierce in the backfield. Stroud wants to throw, slings it complete to the 45-yard line. He throws a strike on the play to Nico Collins. That's good for 16 yards and a Texans first down. Brandon Stevens on the tackle.
Yeah, that little bang eight, that little skinny post is very tough to defend when you're playing outside shade. But Brandon Stevens right on top of him, slapped at the ball, but just couldn't get it out.
C.J. Stroud threw a laser. Stroud stands in the shotgun. Two receivers right, two to the left. Four-man rush for the Ravens. The Stroud wants to throw the ball again over the middle. His pass incomplete at the 37-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Dalton Schultz.
And what the linebackers can't do, they can't step up as the ball's going to the belly of the running back or that play pass, or you're going to have a bigger gap in between the linebackers and the safeties. But Darius Washington did a great job of driving on the ball to get it out.
What an addition he has been to the starting unit. Washington is the deep safety. C.J. Stroud in the shotgun. Ravens bring blitz pressure up the middle. Stroud throws near side, way overthrows his target. He was looking for Nico Collins at the 35-yard line, and he missed by a mile. So now Houston looking at a 3rd and 10 at the Texans' 46-yard line. And the Ravens defense has a chance to get the Texans offense off the field again.
Yeah, Nate Wiggins has to make sure he keeps giving ground when he has nobody in the flat and stay underneath that 7 cut that Nico Collins was running.
2:03 left in the opening quarter. C.J. Stroud stands in the shotgun. Brings his tight end in motion. Now he sets him in the backfield. Two receivers left, one to the right. Ravens bring blitz pressure. C.J. Stroud, pocket collapsing, has to throw, overthrows his tight end out of the backfield. He had Dalton Schultz wide open outside of the numbers to the left flat. But because of the blitz pressure brought by Brandon Stevens, C.J. Stroud missed the target, and the punt team comes on for Houston.
Yeah, but somebody has him in coverage. So whoever has him in coverage,
in
theory. But and they're going to talk about when they go to the sideline, even though when you're blitzing, I don't know if you have a peel blitz rule, whatever they might have, but somebody has to take him coming out of that backfield.
Steven Sims is deep for the punt return, claimed off of waivers from the Texans earlier this week by the Ravens. End over end punt. Sims will let it bounce at the 5. It's going to be a penalty flag as Sims is buried. He was awaiting a punt, and it was absolutely leveled on the play by D'Angelo Ross. So the Ravens are going to get great field position.
Well, I don't know what D'Angelo Ross saw because the ball was still about 20 yards in the air.
But even if you don't call for a fair catch,
you can't
hit him before the ball arrives.
I don't know what they're...
Kick catch interference, number 7 of the kicking team. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, Baltimore. Timeout.
Again, the Ravens will have great field position when we get back. 1:50 to play. First quarter in Houston on Christmas Day. It's the Ravens 10. The Texans nothing on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Hey, Ravens fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Ravens football games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek. It's football season. Get in the game at Safeway all season long by participating products and receive touchdown tokens to redeem for entries into the Flock In and Win sweepstakes. You could win Ravens tickets or Ravens autographed helmets, jerseys, footballs, and more. Safeway, the official supermarket of the Baltimore Ravens. Ring in the savings this holiday season at Safeway. Earn personalized digital deals and reward points just by shopping and redeem them for free grocery items or discounts on your next shopping trip. Download the Safeway mobile app or visit Safeway.com to sign up.
Toyota Thon is on, making now the perfect time to stop by your local Toyota dealer to check out all the great vehicles in Toyota's lineup, like the exciting new 25 Camry, stylish Corolla, or adventure-ready RAV4, all with great MPGs. Or hop in a rugged Tacoma or Tundra, ready for anything and everything you need to haul home for the holidays. Visit buyatoyota.com for local inventory, great deals, and more. But hurry, offers end January 6th. Toyota, let's go places.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close. Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close, but watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at verizon.com/access.
10-0 Ravens in front of the Texans in the opening quarter. 1:50 to play in quarter number 1. Jerry Sandusky, Rod Woodson with you. Wishing you and your family Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, as the two epic holidays align this year. Right now, everything's aligning for the Ravens in this opening quarter. They have outgained the Texans 111 to 27 yards. And the Ravens have the running game going early. Rod talked about the importance of setting a tone. Well, Derrick Henry has 8 carries for 61 yards. Lamar 1 carry for 25 yards. Ravens break the huddle. They'll come to the line. The Ravens 23-yard line. It's Lamar in the backfield. The shotgun, Derrick Henry to his right. Give it to Henry up the middle. He crosses the 30, 35, all the way out to the 40-yard line. A 17-yard run for Derrick Henry to start this drive right.
Man, Derrick Henry is finding those gaps. I mean, the offensive line is doing a tremendous job of getting leverage on the defensive linemen. They cannot get off, and Derrick Henry's getting to the second level every single time he touches the football.
The offensive line is opening some holes today. Henry the deep back. Ricard the up back. Gives to Henry. Right side. Slams into a Texan and pushes the pile forward. Still on his feet and all the way out to the 48-yard line. Morrill gets 2 or 3 yards on the play. Derrick Henry gets 8 before Christian Harris can finally bring him down.
That's like driving a sled, right? He hits the sled. He keeps driving his legs. He just keeps moving the sled, which is these big bodies for the Texans. That is incredible. The guy is that much stronger than multiple defenders
at this level. Yeah, at this level. Second down and 2. Lamar. Inside handoff. And weaving his way through a crowd is Keaton Mitchell with his first carry of the season. He gets all the way down to the Texans' 45-yard line. And Keaton Mitchell on his first carry of the season moves the chains for the Ravens.
And it is great to see Keaton Mitchell touch the football in the run game. I know he had a couple kickoff returns this year, but it's great to see him back there with the offense.
And that will run us to the end of quarter number 1 in Houston. It's all Ravens in the early going. Ravens 10, Texans nothing on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Sports Centers all day and night on ESPN 630 are brought to you by NATCA, the National Air Traffic Controllers Association. They guide you home safely. For more info, visit them at natca.org. That's natca.org. Listen to ESPN 630, the sports capital, on your Amazon Alexa. Hey, Alexa, play ESPN 630 DC. We are ESPN 630 and ESPN630DC.com.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch. With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits, and if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
More than 45,000 flights and 2.9 million passengers move through the national airspace system each day. And every day, aviation safety professionals represented by the National Air Traffic Controllers Association are on the job, keeping travelers safe. From taxiways to takeoff, en route to landing, NATCA members put safety first. They are the caretakers of the skies, guiding both passenger and cargo air traffic to their destinations safely and efficiently. The National Air Traffic Controllers Association, NATCA, we guide you home.
Hey y'all, Eli Winters here. I want to talk to you about something that's more important than ever, taking care of the wildlife around us. Our planet is home to some of the most amazing creatures you could ever imagine, from the biggest bears to the smallest birds and everything in between. But here's the truth. Many of these animals are in danger, habitats are disappearing, and we're losing species at a rate we've never seen before. If we want our kids and their kids to experience the magic of wildlife that we have today, it's on us to step it up and take action. You can make a difference. Learn more about wildlife conservation in your area and how you can help. Whether it's supporting local wildlife refuges, reducing pollution, or simply taking a little time to appreciate the wild beauty around you, it all counts. This is Eli Winters. Let's make sure our wildlife is around for generations to come. Y'all take care of the earth and it'll take care of us. This message is courtesy of the United States Air Force.
Ravens now moving from our left to right. Give it to Henry, and he's hit in the backfield and is driven down all the way back at the 49-yard line by Will Anderson, who came crashing off the left defensive edge position, unblocked. And that's about the only way you're going to get Derrick Henry to lose yards.
Yeah, use Derrick Henry as a decoy at times.
Now, I don't know if that was the blocking scheme, but I got to presume that was a mistake because you want a helmet on Will Anderson coming off the edge. 2nd and 14. Lamar steps back into the shotgun. Keep Mitchell to his right. Delayed handoff to Mitchell. He's hit in the backfield and has nowhere to go. And he's all the way back to the 45-yard line. And again, it's Will Anderson.
Listen, they know you're running the football, so use that against them in your play calling. That aggressiveness of getting into the core, put it in the belly of the running back, pull it back out. They're going to find some open receivers.
That time, Will Anderson just blew up right tackle Roger Rosengarten. He bull rushed him right into the running back, and it puts the Ravens into a 3rd and 20. All the way back at their 45-yard line. Lamar in the shotgun will throw. Texans rush 4. Jackson under pressure, steps up. Now he scrambles to the left, trying to extend outside the numbers. Reverses, comes back to the right, slings it near side, and it is incomplete. A dangerous throw as Lamar Jackson was running out of time. Tim Settle was just about ready to sack the Ravens quarterback, and for the first time today, the Ravens will have Jordan Stout come on to punt the ball.
Yeah, they were flying to the football in that last play. You were a little concerned when you see Lamar put his foot in the ground and throw it back across the field.
Robert Woods is deep, awaiting the Jordan Stout punt. Offensive coordinator Todd Monk is going to have to give Roger Rosengarten some help with Will Anderson. Stout, high, end-over-end punt. Woods, fair catch at the 18-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Texans offense have the ball when we attack. 13:23 to play. First half in Houston. Ravens 10, Texans nothing. On the Ravens Game Day Network.
Give yourself a great gift this holiday. Get yourself a free Royal Farms ROFO Rewards Card. With a Royal Farms ROFO Rewards Card, you can start earning royalty points for free Royal Farms chicken, free hot and cold beverages, and lots more. And you'll save money on fuel purchases too when you sign up for ROFO Pay and save 10 cents per gallon. So get your ROFO Rewards Card today and get a free any size Royal Farms coffee for signing up. Happy holidays from Royal Farms. Real fresh, real fast.
When it's time to move the ball down the field, you need Fidelity Mechanical Services on your team. Fidelity is the Mid-Atlantic region's premier provider of high-performance design-build mechanical systems and energy-saving solutions. Their proactive world-class service groups are the winning play. Fidelity Mechanical Services has been dedicated to service excellence since 1945. That's why the region's leading businesses, developers, and property managers rely on Fidelity Mechanical Services to design, build, and maintain their high-performance building systems.
Hey, Ravens flock, we've got a deal that will make you flock to your nearest McDonald's. If our opponent misses a field goal during any home or away game, then you get a free piece Chicken McNuggets with minimum $1 purchase the next day on the McDonald's app. And if our opponent misses 2 field goals, you'll be upgraded to a free 10-piece. What's good for the Ravens is good for the flock. Download the McDonald's app to redeem this deal. And that's not all. Earn free food when you order through the app. Offer valid at participating McDonald's. Valid one time per day. Visit McDonald's app for details.
For 20 years, the Ravens have chosen MedStar Health as their medical team, trusting us to provide winning care on and off the field. We're proud to be the team behind your team. For every training camp, every game, and every playoff run, every time. So why do the Ravens and the flock trust MedStar Health? Because after 20 years together, there's nothing we can't tackle. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
13:23 to play in the first half. Texans take possession, 1st and 10 at the Houston 18-yard line. Texans will be working from our right to left. C.J. Stroud struggling in the first quarter against a stout Ravens defense, limiting Stroud to 3 of 6 passing for 30 yards.
They've got to keep that energy, that momentum that they created in that first quarter throughout this first half and the rest of the game.
Time for our view from the booth, brought to you by Goal Vision. Rob, what do you like that you've seen from the Ravens defense so far?
They're making it tough on Stroud. They can't give him any opportunities to set his feet and find receivers down the field.
Stroud will start the drive under center. Joe Mixon alone in the backfield. Off the play fake, Stroud has time, steps up, throws to Mixon out of the backfield, led him too far, incomplete. He had him open on the far sideline in front of Malik Harrison, who was playing catch-up. But C.J. Stroud missed his back.
And Marlon Humphreys came on the right from the right side on defense. He got held.
Holding, number 87, offense. Half the distance to the goal. Replay, first down.
The Ravens trying to pin the Texans deep in their own territory. Well, we hope your holiday is having a lot of family, a lot of fun. And if the Ravens can kind of put a cap on it. The Steelers certainly helped out this afternoon with the Chiefs beating Pittsburgh. It means a Ravens win today and a Ravens win next week would give them the AFC North title for a second year in a row. Stroud on first down, wants to throw. Back up to the goal line, swing pass, hits Mixon at the 5, darts to the 10, sidestep the man to the 15, and gets all the way out to the 19-yard line. A nice run after catch by Joe Mixon before Roquan Smith can bring him down.
Yeah, I would just like to see Marlon Humphrey was the first defender at the point of attack. He can't stop his feet. Once you stop your feet in space, you're like dead fish in water.
So Joe Mixon regains all the yardage lost on the penalty. It's 2nd down and 9. Ball is at the Texan 19. Stroud in the shotgun. Ravens with a 4-man front, 2 deep safeties. Stroud wants to throw. Deep drop, looking left. Now he looks to the right, slings it far sideline, and it is caught at the 35-yard line. Dalton Schultz caught a ball right in front of Ardarius Washington. And Ronald Washington looks at the tape on that one. He's going to kick himself for not intercepting it.
If you just turn your head, you're in position. You're on top of the tight end. You're right there. If you turn your head, you step in front of Schultz to make that interception.
Instead, it's first down for Houston at the 37 of the Texans. Quick toss. Stroud slings it incomplete to the near sideline. That ball sailed high. He was looking for John Mechie, well covered by Brandon Stevens. 2nd down and 10 for the Texans. 11:59 to play in the opening half here in Week 17. The Texans have already secured top spot in the AFC South. The Ravens with a win move into the top spot in the AFC North. And if you need added motivation, by winning the division, the Ravens would not start the playoffs on the road here in Houston. Stroud in the shotgun. Damian Pierce in the backfield with him. Takes the snap. Ravens rush forward. Deep drop, sling pass complete near sideline. That's John Mechie.
The ball came out.
He lost the ball right after he was spun out of bounds. The question now is, did he have possession? He was taken out of bounds at the 46-yard line by Marlon Humphrey in front of the Texans bench area.
The forward fumble out of bounds. The ball will be returned to the spot of fumble. Third down.
That might be challengeable.
That was 1-2. Did he make a football move?
One
question.
It's awfully close. I don't know. I don't think you'd win the challenge.
Yeah, they're going.
Now the officials are taking another look at this because the booth has clearly called down the referee, Alan Eck. They may have seen something different in the eye in the sky. John Harbaugh has not thrown the challenge flag. Here's Alan Eck.
I guess they just.
Typically, after a huddle like that, the officials let you know what they were talking about. I guess they were just discussing who got the bad sweater in the Christmas giveaway.
QT hush.
So the play stands. It's 3rd down and 2 for Houston at the Texans' 45-yard line. Stroud on the shotgun. Sweeping inside handoff fake. He drops the throw. He scrambles. He's sacked back at the 31-yard line. Adafiowe. And the Ravens defense comes up huge on 3rd down. Stroud faked it, a beautiful fake on the inside handoff to Damian Pierce as if he was going to run it along the backside of the line. And then he tried to belly out and pirouette back, and Adafiowe was right there with the quarterback sack, the second of the game for the Ravens.
Yeah, Adafiowe is 1 sack closer to getting his double-digit sacks for his first time in his career with 9.
Steven Sims is deep, awaiting the Tommy Townsend punt. Sims backs up inside the 10, fields it at the 7, comes to his right. Now he pirouettes back to the left, gets a block. Gets outside the numbers, but he's going to be taken down at the 6-yard line. A penalty flag is down at the 14-yard line.
I would think that flag coming back from there is the gunner running out of bounds.
So the Ravens are not going to have good field position, most likely on this one, after another sack for science, powered by Constellation.
So he has a hat and his flag down, so it could be 2 penalties.
So the hat means somebody is the marker for when somebody went out of bounds.
Player out of bounds during the kick, number 17 of the kicking team. The receiving team is elected to force a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, 4th down.
So that's a good break for the Ravens because they're going to be backed up at their 6-yard line. Steven Sims elected to receive the punt at the 6. Every team in every situation is a little bit different, but Rob, forever the standard was inside the 10, you let the ball bounce.
You put your toes at the 10-yard line and you do not back up.
Tylen Wallace got into some troubles with that previously in the season.
And I mean, this benefits the punt return team because the punt return team, they're tired. They ran down. Now they got to do it again. You just got to make a wiser decision if you're the punt returner.
Who doesn't love a good 70-yard holiday sprint? Steven Sims now stands at the Ravens' 25-yard line. As Tommy Townsend will have to punt the ball away. The Ravens defense with a huge 3rd down stop and sack of C.J. Stroud. Sims, a former Houston Texan, playing against his old team today. Townsend hits a booming punt. Back Sims up to the 10. He lets it bounce at the 5, and he goes to the 2 and hits the brakes. They'll down it at the 3-yard line. Well, Sims did everything right, but Townsend did it even better. And the Ravens are backed up with a 71-yard punt from the Texans. They'll have the ball when we get back to Houston. 10:15 to play, first half. The Ravens up 10-0 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Progressive presents Renter's MVP's Most Valuable Possessions. Today's MVP, Tom Kelly's carbon fiber mountain bike. Because more than riding his carbon fiber mountain bike, Tom loves telling people about his carbon fiber mountain bike. Friends, family, even a local barista knows about his carbon fiber mountain bike. And that's why Tom's carbon fiber mountain bike, if you haven't heard about it, is today's MVP. Keep your most valuable possessions protected by bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Cannabis possession isn't a crime in Maryland anymore, and new laws mean that you can completely erase it from your record. Free legal aid is available to help with your arrest, charge, or conviction. Get started today at freshleafmd.org.
Honey, are those carolers outside?
Oh, that's really nice.
Aren't we supposed to give them something?
Let me see. Ooh, I've got some holiday scratch-offs.
Oh, perfect.
Here you go.
We're going to need some more scratch-offs.
Wow, travels fast.
Give Maryland Lottery holiday scratch-offs, and please play and gift responsibly.
Hey Ravens fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Ravens football games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek. Ravens fans, visit BaltimoreRavens.com to enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines captain of the game. You could win tickets to a 2024 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, and much more.
10:15 to play. First half in Houston. Ravens up 10-0. They take possession, backed up deep in their own territory at their 4-yard line, moving from our left to right. Okay, I want to send out some happy birthday wishes to a Ravens fan. Houston Dunbar celebrating his birthday yesterday on Christmas Eve, along with his sisters Callie and Fallon Dunbar and Dad Randy. Dad Randy was a Jets fan until he met my daughter Katie, and I believe he's coming around to being a Ravens fan, which is one of the miracles of Christmas. When you can turn a Jets fan, that's a good thing, right?
Absolutely. Especially the last several years of what the Jets been going through.
Hopefully you are enjoying your holiday with your family. 1st and 10 Ravens. At their 4-yard line, Lamar will start to drive with the shotgun. Derrick Henry to his left. Zay Flowers comes in motion. Give us to Henry, running to the left. Hit at the goal line, and he's taken down for a safety. Coming off the edge was Kamari Lassiter. And the Texans get their first points of the game in the least likely way imaginable.
They ran that play earlier in the first quarter, had success. That time Houston was waiting for it. As soon as they saw Zay Flowers go in motion and Ricard come to kick out the end, it was going to be a run.
So the Texans get points, and they'll get the ball.
Yeah, Derrick Henry has to understand his situation and where he's in, and he has to get downhill so they cannot make that tackle in the end zone.
Well, Henry's had so much success bouncing plays to the outside, but to your point, Rob, when your back is against the goal line.
When you're in the end zone, you can't bounce it like that unless nobody's in front of you.
So those are the kind of plays that can flip the momentum, and it certainly lit this house here in Houston. A relatively quiet crowd for obvious reasons up until this point, but now the crowd on its feet starting to get pumped up.
And you got to hope that the defense can come out there, recover, get the ball back to the offense. They can go down there, have some success right before the half.
So Jordan Stout will have the free kick, and he's going to kick it. You can punt it or kick it. Stout will kick it off the tee. Damian Pierce and Dara Ogunbowale await back to the Texans 5.
I'd like to see how far Stout can get this ball are closer. Can he get it into the end zone? He has a strong leg.
He'll kick from the 20 instead of the usual 35 for a kickoff. Stout's kick. Oh, he boomed it.
Oh,
he's going to send this one all the way 2 yards deep. It's brought out of the end zone across the 10 to the 20, 25, 30, and out to the 35, 40, all the way to the 43-yard line. And there's an injured Ravens player at the end of that. Damian Pierce with a huge return of 44 yards.
Yeah, Nate Wiggins came in, tried to make that tackle. That right shoulder, he's had some problems with it earlier this year.
And he's in pain as he walks to the Ravens sideline, holding his right arm by his side. He got trucked by Damian Pierce. And now the Texans with the momentum and good field position at the Houston 43, moving from our right to left. 1st and 10 Houston, with 10 minutes even left in the opening half. Joe Mixon alone in the backfield. He'll get the carry, running along the left hash mark, slams into the line, but doesn't get far, only out to the 47. With about 3 on the play before Brent Urban puts on the brakes.
Yeah, Tre'Davious White came in for Nate Wiggins, and the guy who has experience, 8 years from LSU, has played well in spots for the Ravens defense so far.
Go back to that free kick. You were wondering what kind of leg strength Jordan Stout has. That was 81 yards on the fly.
That's a strong leg.
C.J. Stroud in the shotgun has Joe Mixon to his right. Stroud wants to throw on 2nd down, fires down the middle. He's got a man. He makes a catch at the 38-yard line, tumbling to the turf. There's Robert Woods, and that is good for a Texans 1st down. And all of a sudden, Houston, for the first time this game, has momentum, and that's the crowd behind them.
Yeah, Marlon Humphrey's playing an outside shade. It's a lot of space in between the nickel and the middle linebacker. You got to really squeeze that into the backer.
Mixon the lone back. C.J. Stroud under center. 1st and 10 Houston at the Ravens 34. Quick toss to Mixon. Right side. Gets to the number. Tries to cut inside. Has nowhere to go, and he's dropped for a loss back close to the 40-yard line. Marlon Humphrey coming up from the corner position to make the stop.
That's one thing Marlon Humphrey does extremely well. He tackles the ball tremendously in space.
A loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Ravens have 2 of the best open field tacklers in the secondary in the NFL in Marlon Humphrey and Kyle Hamilton.
Absolutely.
Eight minutes even left to play in the first half. C.J. Stroud with a play action. Deep drop under pressure. Throws as he's hit, and it flutters incomplete to the turf as Nnamdi Madubuike was coming in hard and just about got a sack, but instead he gets an incompletion. And Houston now facing a 3rd and 12.
And anytime you see a quarterback turn his back to the defense, it's a shot. Which means it's a deep pass. So deep crossing route, deep in cut, post play, something of that nature. There should be an alert for every defensive back in the National Football League. Anytime you see the numbers of a quarterback, they're trying to get the ball down the field.
The defense has the Texans at a 3rd and 12 at the Ravens' 40-yard line. Stroud will throw from the shotgun. Slings it complete at the numbers, 30-yard line. That is shy of a 1st down as Roquan Smith makes the tackle on John Mechie. And now the Texans are looking at a 4th and 3 right at the Ravens' 30-yard line, and no sign of the kick team as D'Amico Ryans, the Texans head coach, will go for it with 7.5 minutes left in the opening half.
This is a opportunity to keep your momentum if you're the Houston Texans.
Damian Pierce in the backfield. C.J. Stroud wants to throw. Looking to the right, slings it, 10-yard line, incomplete, and a penalty flag is down. Marlon Humphrey and Ardarius Washington had the coverage on Robert Woods.
I got to see if Marlon grabbed him because it didn't look like he touched him from here, but then again, I'm 2 miles away.
Alanek, the referee, walks over
Pass interference, number 44, defense. The ball
that is not pass interference. Pass interference in the National Football League is restriction of the receiver getting to the ball. If anything, Robert Woods pushed off on Marlon Humphrey.
Exactly.
Now, when Marlon Humphrey doesn't help himself when he put his hands in the air, kind of, but that's a terrible call. I would love to see a challenge flag being able to be thrown by the coach.
Texas will go to the ground again. Joe Mixon running up the middle, tumbles inside the 5 and gets down to the 3-yard line. That'll be 2nd and 3, a 2nd and goal from there. Kyle Hamilton with a touchdown saving tackle. Puts the Houston Texans in the Old Bay red zone for the first time today.
The defense needs to be stout here.
C.J. Stroud under center. Joe Mixon alone in the backfield. 2 receivers tight to the line left, 2 tight to the line right. It was the Mixon. Starts left, bounces back to the right, has nowhere to go. And he's taken down by Marlon Humphrey and Roquan Smith. And the Texans will look at a 3rd and goal from the 4.
Yeah, watch some type of play action, getting C.J. Stroud out of the pocket.
They're going to spread it out as they bring in John Mechie, Xavier Hutchinson, and Dalton Schultz on 3rd and goal from the 4. Just under 6 minutes left in the half. Ravens lead 10-2. C.J. Stroud empties the backfield.
Watch the quarterback draw.
Stroud takes the snap, looks to the end zone, fires over the middle. Broken up, incomplete. Marlon Humphrey got a pass on the ball. No flag thrown. It was intended on a quick slant. And Marlon Humphrey read that one perfectly on a pass intended for John Mechie.
Yeah, he was a little on top of the receiver, but he did a great job by sticking his hand back in and knocking the ball out.
So the Texans, for a second time in this drive, going forward on 4th down. 4th and goal from the 4.
Some type of crossing routes. Condensed split up top.
5:39 left in the half. C.J. Stroud takes the snap of the shotgun. Sets his feet. Swing pass out of the backfield. Complete to his running back, Joe Mixon, who was knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Ardarius Washington with a touchdown saving play, and the Ravens take over on down.
5'8", 185 pounds. Knocks out a running back that weighs 220 pounds on the 2-yard line.
You cannot measure a man's heart, and Ardarius Washington's heart was Christmas huge on that play. Ravens ball when we get back. 5:31 to play. First half in Houston. It's the Ravens 10, the Texans 2 on the Ravens game day network.
Hey, Commanders fans, are you ready to feel the power? LIUNA, the Laborers International Union of North America, powers up America with the same unstoppable energy. We're the real MVPs of construction, from highways to stadiums, tackling every project with pride, power, and paychecks that come with unbeatable benefits. Right now, we're on a mission to grow our team to 1 million members. So if you're ready for an exciting, high-paying union career, join LIUNA's all-star roster today. Visit LIUNA.org to learn more about the union that's unstoppable on and off the field.
Honey, are those carolers outside?
Oh, that's really nice.
Aren't we supposed to give them something?
Let me see. Ooh, I've got some holiday scratch-offs.
Oh, perfect.
Here you go.
We're going to need some more scratch-offs.
Wow, word travels fast.
Give Maryland Lottery holiday scratch-offs, and please play and gift responsibly.
The insurance company should never give you the runaround or less than what you deserve.
I don't have time to play games with the insurance company.
Tell them you mean business.
I called Marks and Harrison.
They know how to deal with the big cases.
Call Marks and Harrison right now. The insurance companies know the name Marks and Harrison.
They got me way more than what the insurance company offered.
I got over $250,000.
That's why I called Marks and Harrison.
The insurance company didn't stand a chance.
Call Marks and Harrison right now.
Calling all Commanders fans, we have something big in common. Passion.
We are all about the Commanders, and JKJ is all about protecting you. Introducing JKJ Insurance and Risk Management Consultants, the passionate protectors of your business, employees, and personal assets. Their passion is your protection. So join JKJ and rest easy knowing they have your back.
When you're high, you feel different. But if you feel different, you drive different. So don't drive high. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Ravens take over on downs, backed up at their own 1 yard line. The last time they had the ball, they were backed up deep in their own territory. Derrick Henry was tackled for a safety, so they're going to have to be quick and efficient to get a little room between themselves and the goal line. The Ravens started the game with an 8-play touchdown drive. They followed with a 7-play field goal drive, then a 6-play punt and a 1-play safety. They're trying to turn things back in their favor with this drive. They come to the center. Henry off the left side. Big hole. Henry's all the way out to the 7, but he almost took it to the house. I thought he was going 99 on that one.
That was a shoestring tackle. I didn't see the defender who hit him.
Danico Autry.
Danico Autry had his right shoulder hit his leg to get him off balance.
But it does give the Ravens some breathing room. 2nd down and 3 from the Texans' 8-yard line. Lamar to center. Ricard the up back. Derrick Henry the deep back. Play action. Lamar looks left. Throws over the middle. Complete. That's Rashad Bateman. He's wrestled down out at the 19-yard line, and that is good for a Ravens first down. Kamari Lassiter made the tackle. Lassiter is the player who tackled Derrick Henry at the end zone for the safety on the last possession. 4:39 left in the half. The Ravens offense giving itself a lot of breathing room now. 1st and 10. Ball right at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Ravens moving from our left to right.
Keep being positive. Give that ball to Derrick Henry or use him as a decoy.
Pistol formation now. Lamar 5 yards deep. Henry 2 yards behind him. Zay Flowers comes in motion to the near side. Off the play fake. Lamar wants to throw. Pocket collapsing. He scrambles to the right. Looking downfield. Now he fires over the middle. He's got Zay Flowers. Sliding catch at the 36-yard line. And that is good for 16 yards and a first down.
I think the offensive lineman down the field. Yeah.
Preliminary signal on the flag is illegal man downfield.
Ineligible player downfield, number 79, offense. 5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
So as Lamar extended that play, Ronnie Stanley drifted too far downfield. The offensive lineman, it's a 1-yard buffer zone beyond the line of scrimmage that they can go down, but if you go beyond that, you'll get flagged.
And the hard thing is you have Lamar Jackson who can run with the football, so when he gets out of the pocket, you don't know if he's going to run or throw it.
It was a legitimate penalty. Stanley was far downfield, so the Ravens looking at 1st and 15 from their 15. Lamar in the shotgun. Inside handoff, Derrick Henry running between the hash marks, spins and twists his way to the 20-yard line. So he gets back to penalty yardage, but now the Ravens face a 2nd and 10 with 3:39 to play after the Miles Bryant tackle. 3:39 left in the opening half.
And there's still some nice gaps inside for Derrick Henry to run the football.
Derrick Henry, 14 carries for 90 yards in the opening half. Henry sets to the right of Lamar, who stands in the shotgun. On 2nd and 10, Texans with a 4-man front. Isaiah Likely goes in motion to the left. Lamar wants to throw, pocket collapsing. He's hit, sidesteps a man. Now he scrambles, comes to the near side, lobs it. He's got Mark Andrews at the 40. Stiff arms the man, 50. Andrews at the 40. Leg race, 30. Andrews to the 20, 15, and taken out of bounds at the 11-yard line. What an ad lib by Lamar Jackson to buy the time, and then going back to the right to find Mark Andrews.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Lamar Jackson is special. He can do so many things. He is so gifted of making plays in the pocket, out of the pocket, finding his receivers down the field.
A 67-yard gain for the Ravens, who come to the line. 1st and 10 at the Texans' 13. Jackson will give it to Derrick Henry. Up the middle, Henry to the 10. And he's taken down after a 3-yard gain. And that will likely take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half in Houston. Ravens up 10-2 and knocking at the door on the Ravens Game Day Network.
For 20 years, the Ravens have chosen MedStar Health as their medical team, trusting us to provide winning care on and off the field. We're proud to be the team behind your team. For every training camp, every game, and every playoff run, every time. So why do the Ravens and the flock trust MedStar Health? Because after 20 years together, there's nothing we can't tackle. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
Hey Ravens fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Ravens football games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek. The excitement of the FedEx Cup playoffs returns to Baltimore when the top 50 players on the PGA Tour converge on Caves Valley Golf Club for the 2025 BMW Championship, August 12th through 17th. The stakes have never been higher as players will face the ultimate test at Caves Valley. Tickets are available now. Secure your place to watch golf's best compete in the penultimate event of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Visit BMWChampionship.com today.
Attention Ravens fans, make a difference and discover your why with Shepherd Pratt. As a proud partner of the Baltimore Ravens and a national leader in mental health, we offer comprehensive services in 165 programs across 16 Maryland counties. Explore careers in our hospitals, schools, and community services. Enjoy medical and dental coverage benefits, retirement matching, sign-on bonuses, continuing education, tuition reimbursement, and career development. Visit shepherdpratt.org/ravens to learn more and apply today.
A 67-yard ad-lib scramble pass from Lamar Jackson to Mark Andrews has the Ravens deep in Texans territory, looking at a 2nd down and 7 from just inside the Houston 10-yard line. Jerry Sandusky, Hall of Famer Rod Woodson with you. Want to extend our holiday wishes to you and your family. And since we can't be with our family, I want to say a very Merry Christmas to my wonderful wife, Leanne, who is celebrating Christmas in San Diego with our daughter, Katie. And an equally very Merry Christmas to our son, Zach, and his lovely girlfriend, Maddie Lenhart, celebrating Christmas together with the Lenharts in Virginia. So we are spread all across the country and all dialed in here as the Ravens come to the line on 2nd down. Play action. Lamar rolls right, pumps once, pumps twice. Now he steps back, backpedaling, fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Isaiah Likely. And Lamar Jackson does it again.
Oh, my gosh.
Daniil Hunter was applying the pressure, and Lamar just kept backpedaling, sidestepping, salsa dancing.
I'll tell you what, Lamar Jackson is more gifted than Christmas. He is amazing what he can do in and out of the pocket. And you don't know where he's going. You don't know if he's going to run with the football, throw the football.
I mean, Daniil Hunter didn't know quite what to do because he just couldn't figure out which way Lamar was going to go. He bought the time. He found Isaiah Likely. And here's Justin Tucker for the extra point attempt. Tucker's kick is up, and it is good. 1:51 to play. First half in Houston, and the Ravens extend the lead, 17-2. Well, the day started, Rod, with Pittsburgh losing to Kansas City. That opened the door, and the Ravens look intent on running through that door to take over top spot on the AFC North.
I mean, that play Darius Washington made on the defensive side gave the offense an opportunity to move down the field before the half to get some points, and Lamar Jackson took advantage of it.
2 great play extensions on that drive by Lamar Jackson. The first one, they actually had 3, but one was denied because of the penalty. The second one was when he extends the play and then threw a beautiful touch pass to Mark Andrews that gained 67 yards. By the way, everybody in this team now knows how to do the stiff arm up from Derrick Henry. After Lamar Jackson caught that play, he stiff-armed Christian Harris and just left them to the turf, took off running down the sideline, almost went to the house. And then again, Lamar extending, and finding Isaiah Likely in the end zone.
Just think, if you're a defensive coordinator in the National Football League, and you tell your guys, hey, to get after Lamar Jackson, he gets out of the pocket, and you just don't know everything you do right, it can be wrong. Because he can make so many plays with his feet and with his arm.
And you saw it on that play where Danielle Hunter, who is an extremely aggressive defensive edge rusher, he couldn't be too aggressive with Lamar because you could tell if he went too hard in one direction, Lamar was going the other way.
Oh, yeah, he'll put his foot in the ground and get vertical the other way.
Coming up here in Houston will be the big halftime show. The crowd all buzzing about Beyonce playing at halftime. We have the Pentatonics sing the national anthem. Beyonce will be performing at halftime. The Ravens' hope is to head back to Baltimore, sitting atop the AFC North. If they can do that, it completes an amazing 3-game, 11-day run. Still plenty of football left to play with the second half coming up. But if the Ravens can win all 3 games in that 11-day span, it really speaks to the conditioning of this team and the recovery ability of this team.
Oh, absolutely. And this is a critical drive right before the half because Houston gets the ball in the opening half kickoff, second half kickoff, because they won the coin toss and defers.
Jordan Stout will handle the kickoff duty. We saw his kick on the free kick of 81 yards.
So he has a very strong leg. This ball should go to the uprights.
Damian Pierce, Dario Ogunbowale are deep. And they will not have a shot at it as this ball goes through the uprights.
Did it go through?
It went well past the uprights. And they may have to adopt a rule. If you can put it through the uprights on a kickoff, that should be at least a point.
Oh, yeah.
Like the CFL Rouge. Instead, it's just a really dramatic touchback as the Texans will have the ball at their 30-yard line, moving from our right to left. Houston has all 3 of its timeouts to work with, 1:51 left on the clock in the first half.
Yeah, you will believe they're going to be in a hurry-up offense, making sure to keep everything in front of them.
C.J. Stroud, shotgun formation, 2 deep safeties for the Ravens. Stroud fakes the inside handoff, sets his feet, throws over the middle. It's caught at the 49-yard line. John Mechie makes the tumbling catch. That's good for 19 yards and a Texans first down. Houston going no huddle, sprinting to the line. 1:33 left to play in the half. Stroud on the shotgun. Looks right, throws right, complete. And sprinting out of bounds with the first down is Xavier Hutchinson. He'll get 8 yards on the play to the Ravens 43.
Yeah, and most times when an offense goes to a no-huddle, hurry-up offense, the play-calling list for most defense coordinators shorten. Making sure that you keep everything in front of them. You don't give them any easy releases down the field.
Ravens defense, 4-man front, 2 deep safeties. C.J. Stroud on the shotgun, takes the snap. Sets his feet, throws over the middle. Oh, it's incomplete. No flags at the end of that play of the pass that was intended for Nico Collins. It brings up a 3rd down and 2 for the Texans, who are obviously in 4-down territory.
Yeah, and what Roquan Smith came really close. If he can understand, if they bring a guy across your face, they're bringing somebody behind you to try to open up that window.
You can get a stop here, probably worth using one of your timeouts if you're John Harbaugh. You can conserve a little bit of time. Another scoring opportunity. Blitz pressure coming. Stroud throws near side. No shot at completing that one. Roquan Smith was coming hard up the middle, applying pressure.
They can't go. They got to punt this football.
The punter is starting to walk on because the incompletion stops the clock with 1:18. And the punt team does come on. And Rod is right. D'Amico Ryans, to the displeasure of the home crowd, is punting the ball, but If Ryans goes for it here and fails, the Ravens have 3 timeouts, and they'd have the ball close to midfield. Steven Sims is deep back at the 8-yard line.
Now, Steven Sims has to make a wise decision if he's going to catch the ball if it's inside the 10.
Tommy Townsend, it's an end-over-end punt. Sims is going to let that one sail over his head, and it will sail into the end zone for a touchback. So the Ravens will have it at the 20-yard line. 1:11 left on the clock in the first half, and the Ravens have all 3 of their timeouts. Justin Tucker has hit from 52 yards so far in the first half. We're indoors, no wind. So it might be worth playing for another 3 points here.
Yeah, and just be smart with the football, which Lamar has done throughout the whole season. Don't put that ball in harm's way.
On the last drive, Lamar with his 38th touchdown pass of this season, a career high.
And there might be some running lanes for Lamar because you got to believe that Hunter and Anderson is going to be trying to get after Lamar to get him on the ground.
Keaton Mitchell is in the backfield. Texans with 4 men stretched across the defensive front, 2 deep safeties. Lamar in the shotgun. Now he shouts out instructions. Play clock at 5. Lamar takes the snap, wants to throw. Screen pass to Mitchell, gets a block at the 20. He's up to the 30, 35, 40. Mitchell, 45-yard line, spins his way to the 48-yard line. And the second-year running back
with really good play call.
Picks up 28 yards.
By Todd Monken. Draws and screens are always great plays to start a 2-minute situation.
Clock is running. 44 seconds left in the half. Lamar to throw. Looking left. Fires far sideline. Incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And that one sailed high. It stops the clock with 39 seconds left in the half.
They got they got all 3 timeouts. They got 39 seconds. You can use the whole field. You don't need to rush. But you do got to get another first down to put Tuck in a really better position to kick a field goal.
So excited to see Keaton Mitchell with the ball in his hands again. He just has unique explosiveness. Derrick Henry checks into the backfield on 2nd down and 10. Ball is at the Ravens 48 as they move from our left to right. Lamar in the shotgun, fakes the snap. Texas rush 5. Lamar going to the near side. That was off the mark. I think his hand was hit as he tried to throw it. He's looking for Des Walker, the speedster rookie out of North Carolina. But Lamar's right hand was hit as he tried to release the ball. Will Anderson got a hand on him.
I mean, he got back to it quick because that was a 5-yard step throw. And as soon as he put his foot in the ground to hitch up, his hand got hit.
Will Anderson has been a nightmare for Ravens rookie right tackle Roger Rosengarten. Now Tez Walker comes running in. He'll be one of 3 receivers. Spread out to the left, and John Harbaugh's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, use it. You can use it.
Because the play clock was down at 3.
First charge timeout. Baltimore. 30-second timeout.
We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ravens Game Day Network.
WSBN Washington, ESPN 630, the sports capital, your DC home for the Baltimore Orioles, the Baltimore Ravens, UVA basketball, and UVA football.
Tez Walker came in, and while we're not close enough to see his eyes, you can feel his eyes were the size of Christmas pies. He was running frantically. You could tell he wasn't sure where to line up. John Harbaugh, timeout. We're not getting backed up 5 yards when it's already 3rd and 10.
And you have 3 timeouts. So, I mean, you don't get to take those timeouts to the second half. So use them if you want to put your team in a better position or a better play and not be rushing.
It is 3rd down and 10. Ball is at the Ravens' 48-yard line. They lead 17-2 with 34 seconds left in the first half. Lamar has 3 receivers to the left, Mark Andrews to the right. Henry in the backfield. Jackson stands in the shotgun, takes the snap. Blitz pressure coming. Lamar backing up, fires over the middle. Oh, it's incomplete. He wanted Zay Flowers, and Flowers got tangled up with Eric Murray. No flag on the play, so Jordan Stout will have to punt the ball away with 29 seconds left in the half.
Man, it looked like Eric Murray just chucked Zay Flowers when he was about 15 yards down the field.
I think John Harbaugh was talking to the official about, he still is talking to him about
he just hit him.
How can the Ravens secondary get a penalty for not making contact And the Texans get away with making contact. Jordan Stout will punt to Robert Woods. Stout, it's a high end-over-end punt. It'll come down around the 15 with a fair catch. Woods makes the catch cleanly. And the Texans will have the ball with 21 seconds left in the half and 3 timeouts. And now Tez Walker has to be separated.
They need to get Tez.
Hey, this game started well before we joined you on the air with an exchange of words and some heated comments that were made between Ravens backup quarterback Josh Johnson and Texans running back Joe Mixon. I mean, they were ready to go at it.
Yeah.
Scott Elliott, the Ravens strength and conditioning coach, had to separate the two to prevent a pregame fight. I would love to know what Josh Johnson was exchanging with Joe Mixon. It was not holiday pleasantries. C.J. Stroud in the shotgun. Backs to either side. Takes the snap. Under pressure. Throws it incomplete. Adafe Owe was applying the huge pressure on Stroud back at the 2-yard line.
Stroud's hurt.
And Stroud is still down on the turf.
I just don't understand.
Now he gets up, but he is in a great deal of pain, holding his right arm by his side. He's bent over.
You're not going to move the ball down the field with 21 seconds. It's going to be very tough at the end of the first half.
C.J. Stroud may have hurt his shoulder.
He has to come out.
Players team will be charged a timeout. First charge timeout, Houston.
So Stroud is holding his right arm limp by his side as the training staff comes out to take a look at him. Davis Mills will come in to finish out the half. Now Stroud will walk to the sideline, still not moving his right arm. Adafe Owe applied the pressure on that last play and put him to the turf as Stroud was getting rid of the ball.
Yeah, I'm a little confused. Unless you think your offense can move the ball down the field in 21 seconds, why you put your quarterback in harm's way right before the half?
Call it a hunch. They won't try it with Davis Mills. And yet here he is lining up with the shotgun.
I guess they're going to give it a shot.
Fourth-year quarterback out of Stanford. No, they're not. He'll hand it off. Pierce running to the near side, across the 20, loses his footing. Check out Ogunbowale. Gets an 8-yard gain before Tre'Davious White brings him down.
Did they call timeout?
And a timeout was called.
Timeout. 30-second timeout.
So the Ravens take the timeout because the Texans have a backup quarterback in there, probably hoping for a fumble exchange.
All the Ravens called the timeout.
Yeah. But it makes sense because with a backup quarterback, now C.J. Stroud walks back onto the field. If Davis Mills was going to keep taking the snaps, you at least have the chance of a cold quarterback fumbling the snap or an exchange to a running back.
I would think they're going to hand this ball off one more time.
With 11 seconds left, that's exactly the formation they go to. Ogunbowale is the deep back. Stroud under center. Hands it to Ogunbowale, who is taken down at the 27-yard line by Roquan Smith. And that is going to do it for the first half. One half in the books on Christmas Day in Houston. It's the Ravens 17, the Texans 2, with Beyonce on coming up at halftime on the Ravens Game Day Network.
DraftKings has the tools to help you play within your limits. Don't budge on your budget. With the options to set time limits and deposit limits, schedule time away from play, manage your payment methods, and keep track of your recent stats, you'll have all the tools to create a winning game plan. Because when it comes to betting, it's more fun when it's for fun. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit rg.draftkings.com for more info.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
You want to tackle COVID this season? Step up your game and ask your pharmacist about how a non-mRNA vaccine can help. Ravens Radio is brought to you in part by Novavax, your local vaccine company and a proud partner of the Baltimore Ravens. Crab cakes, football, and updated COVID vaccines. That's what Maryland does. This season, you have a choice. Visit ChooseNovavax.com to find a vaccine near you. That's ChooseNovavax.com.
Toyotathon is on, making now the perfect time to stop by your local Toyota dealer to check out all the great vehicles in Toyota's lineup, like the exciting new 25 Camry, stylish Corolla, or adventure-ready RAV4, all with great MPGs. Or hop in a rugged Tacoma or Tundra, ready for anything and everything you need to haul home for the holidays. Visit buyatoyota.com for local inventory, great deals, and more. But hurry, offers end January 6th. Toyota, let's go places.
Time for the halftime report. This is the Ravens Game Day Network.
That's halftime report. Nick Testoni here. The Baltimore Ravens ahead of the Houston Texans down in Houston at NRG Stadium. 17-2, a bit of an odd score. We'll talk about how it got there a little bit later. Right now, let's bring in the Hall of Famer Rod Woodson, who's on the call. And Rod, I'll try to get to you so you can enjoy some Beyonce in a second. But first thing, Derrick Henry's running all over Houston. I mean, what are you seeing from him? And if you were on defense, that's got to be depleting when they are just barreling over Houston right now.
Well, I mean, they were running what we call an even front. So the two inside tackles were in three techniques. You can't run that against Derrick Henry. There's too many holes there. And then you have Lamar Jackson on top of that if he gets out of the pocket. So it's, one thing about Derrick Henry, you can't give him that many the same looks. And you got to make sure you put 8 in the box and you're trying to stop the run.
We did see a play earlier. Henry did have 86 yards in the first quarter, a little bit slowed down in the second, where Houston really started committing and not respecting kind of that motion outside. Would you think the Ravens start to take advantage of Houston being ultra aggressive?
Oh, you have to. Sometimes you got to use Derrick Henry as a decoy, and if they can do that, they can put more points on the board in the second half.
And now, as a player, the Ravens did see the Pittsburgh loss earlier today. They control their own destiny. Do you think any of them will be worried about that right now? They're just focused on Houston.
Well, they knew that before the game started, so I think that's something that John Harbaugh talked about. They control their own destiny. You go out here and win your next game in your division.
And finally, just what have you seen from the defense today? They have been pretty stout slowing down Houston.
They played extremely well. Outstanding big play by Darius Washington on the goal line. And I think that's like the instances of what they've done the last 4 weeks.
Rod, I appreciate the time. Enjoy the halftime show. We'll hear you when the second half starts up.
All righty.
That's Hall of Famer Rod Woodson. The Ravens ahead of the Houston Texans 17-2. As I mentioned earlier, the Pittsburgh Steelers did fall today to the Kansas City Chiefs 29-10 in the first matchup of the Christmas Day activities. Chiefs now 15-1. They have locked up the number 1 overall seed. They really don't have anything to play for the rest of the season. We'll see if they bench their starters in the final week. For Pittsburgh, now 10-6. As of right now, the Ravens a half game ahead of Pittsburgh. Baltimore, if they can hold on today, going forward here, they control their own destiny if they want to win the AFC North and host a game in the wild card round for the NFL playoffs on the AFC side. We step aside here on the Locker Room Show. Ravens ahead 17-2 at the break. Houston will get the ball first. We'll get to the first half highlights when we come back on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Coming up, the Maryland Lottery play of the first half.
Sports Centers all day and night on ESPN 630 are brought to you by NATCA, the National Air Traffic Controllers Association. They guide you home safely. For more info, visit them at natca.org. That's natca.org.
For all your glass, mirror, and shower door needs, visit DullasGlass.com. Dullas Glass, love your glass. Do you or someone you know suffer from macular degeneration or other vision-related issues? Low vision specialists of Maryland and Virginia are here to help. Led by Dr. Thomas Asman since 1975, Low Vision Specialists design special glasses to give you back the gift of sight when traditional glasses can no longer help. They've helped so many people. People like Glenda.
When I lost my vision, my day-to-day life ground to a halt. But when I discovered Low Vision Specialists, I really regained my independence. The biggest joy was that with these glasses, I can drive again.
Call the doctors at Low Vision Specialists of Maryland and Virginia today at 301-321-7008. That's 301-321-7008. If they can't help, there's no fee for you. Call 301-321-7008 or visit lowvisionmd.org.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
The more you listen to your kids, the closer you'll be. Find resources to help you support your kids and their emotional well-being at sounditouttogether.org. That's sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivotal.
Now, a recap of the first half on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Thanks, that's Tony back here in the locker room show. An extended halftime as Beyonce is on the field down at NRG Stadium in Houston. The Ravens taking on the Houston Texans. Ironically enough, Baltimore, not the first time in their franchise history they've been playing with Beyonce coming on at halftime. Remember back at Super Bowl 47 in New Orleans, Beyonce went, and a lot of people maybe pointed to the blackout and the lights going out because of her. We hope that doesn't happen this time around. Let's see how this game unfolded in the first half. It started with the Ravens receiving the football, and it was Derrick Henry in the first quarter, early and often, a pair of 6-yard runs. Then Lamar Jackson gets loose after he had just been sacked. He breaks contain, 25-yard run, and Lamar, man, he just cannot be caught.
Sends Ali in motion. Takes the snap, rolls to the right, pumps once, gets outside the numbers, 30, 40. Midfield, still running it all the way down to the Texans' 40-yard line before he steps out of bounds as Lamar Jackson reels off a 25-yard run, and the Ravens have a first down.
Yeah, and they were rolling, and it was all on the ground, whether it was Derrick Henry or Lamar. But then they do a little bit through the air. Lamar did not have a heavy dosage of passing in this first half, but Zay Flowers has been the guy at times, and he picked up a huge catch to put the Ravens into the red zone.
Lamar, play action, deep drop, steps up, fires across the middle. It is caught by Flowers at the 10, spins to the 5, and he's down to the 3-yard line. First and goal, Ravens.
Yeah, first and goal, Baltimore. And it wouldn't be too much longer before Lamar Jackson handed the football to the King.
Lamar under center. Gives it to Henry, right side. The King is in, and the Ravens strike first on Christmas Day.
Derrick Henry, he surpassed Ray Rice and Ingram for the most touchdowns in a season.
His 16th touchdown of the season. No longer sharing the honors, as Rod points out, with Mark Ingram and Ray Rice. It is the King alone. The King, as a King should do, stands alone atop the Ravens record book with the most touchdowns in a season.
Well, you heard it right there. History, that is the play of the first half, brought to you by Maryland Lottery from Derrick Henry. After he had scored in every single game he had played in as a Raven, he had a 4-game stretch where he did not find the end zone, but right there, his 16th total touchdown, a franchise record for the Ravens. He also just accumulated his 14th rushing touchdown of the season. That ties him for a franchise record with Jamal Lewis. The next time he runs in a football, he will own that record as well. So Baltimore has a 7-0 lead after their opening drive goes for all the way to the end zone, 8 plays, 75 yards, and they left 10 minutes, just a little under 5-minute drive. It was a dominant first drive for Baltimore. On the defensive side, they were picking up the slack. C.J. Stroud and the Texans offense trying to get stuff going, but Kyle Van Noy, after he just set his career best in sacks, well, he adds to the total.
Quick snap for Stroud on 3rd down and 5, pocket collapsing, and he is sacked! Kyle Van Noy drops him back at the 38-yard line. 11.5 sacks for the veteran. And the Ravens defense forces the punt team on for Houston.
A huge play for Van Noy, as you heard, 11.5. So Houston has to punt, and they have a brutal punt from Townsend, who actually had a pretty up and down first half. Just a 29-yard punt, so it's short field for the Ravens. Derrick Henry once again.
Gives to Henry, left side, he's got a big hole, 35, 40. The Kings lose, 45, 50. And it's all the way down to the Houston 49-yard line. A 21-yard run for the King, and the Ravens offense is rolling early.
Yeah, they were rumbling. Now, the drive would stall out. Lamar Jackson throws it just a bit wide to Zay Flowers for a first down opportunity on 3rd down. So here comes Justin Tucker, and it looks like he's officially out of the slump, 52-yarder.
Justin Tucker, 52-yard field goal attempt. Kick on the way. It has the distance. It is good. Justin Tucker from 52.
So it's 10-0 Baltimore. That was a 7-play, 36-yard drive and almost done with the first quarter. Here comes Houston. They get a 16-yard reception from Nico Collins, but then they get to a 3rd and 10 and a missed opportunity. Dalton Schultz cannot come down with a pass, so they punt again, and then you have D'Angelo Ross. He destroys Steven Sims, who's back there for the first time for Baltimore, returning punts. A huge penalty. So Baltimore gets the football going again. Derrick Henry, a 17-yard run. Keaton Mitchell, a 7-yard first down run. It looks like the Ravens are starting to move the football again. In the first quarter, 143 yards. Derrick Henry, 86 of them. But as soon as the second quarter starts, the Baltimore offense starts going the wrong way. You have 2 negative runs, and eventually Houston ends up getting the football back. Once again, though, they are denied as Houston is trying to make a drive because of the defense of Dafiowe.
Sweeping inside handoff fake. He drops the throw. He scrambles. He's sacked back at the 31-yard line. A Dafiowe. And the Ravens defense comes up huge on 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was a huge sack right there. Second sack, 2 sacks in the first half for Baltimore. So Houston punts, and it ends up being fielded at the 6-yard line, but there was a penalty on Houston. So John Harbaugh, the smart decision, he has them punt again. And somehow the field position gets worse. The punt dies on the 3-yard line. So Baltimore starts their drive at their own 3. And Derrick Henry, who has been so good all season, he made one bad decision. This one, he cuts back a run.
Zay Flowers comes in motion. Give it to Henry, running to the left. Hit at the goal line. Is taken down for a safety. Coming off the edge was Kamari Lassiter. And the Texans get their first points of the game in the least likely way imaginable.
So that makes it 10-2. And I don't know where the official stat person is in the NFL, but I have to think the Ravens are the first team in NFL history to have 2 safeties on them in back-to-back years on Christmas. Because it happened last year when Lamar tripped over a referee in San Francisco and Santa Clara. It happened again here, Derrick Henry. So the Ravens, it's now 10-2. They have to kick it back, and a huge return for Houston. The Ravens try to get a 4th down stop, a pass interference call, and Marlon Humphrey sets up the Texans 1st and goal. They can't get anything going. So now it's 4th and goal, and the Ravens stand tall.
C.J. Stroud takes the snap of the shotgun, sets his feet, swing pass out of the backfield. Completed. His running back, Joe Mixon, who is knocked out of bounds the 1-yard line. Ardarius Washington with a touchdown-saving play. Ravens take over on down.
Yeah, Ardarius Washington made the big hit last week on Russell Wilson. This time, he stonewalls Joe Mixon, and they can't get the touchdown. So no points come out of it, but they do pin Baltimore back on their own 1-yard line. And Baltimore, after just giving up a safety, they first give it to Derrick Henry. He shoots forward for a big gain, so the Ravens have a little breathing room. And how would they respond after that? Rashad Bateman, 12-yard reception. Then Lamar Jackson starts pulling some magic out of the hat. Mark Andrews for a long, long run.
Lamar wants to throw, pocket collapsing. He's hit, sidesteps a man. Now he scrambles, comes to the near side, lobs it. He's got Mark Andrews at the 40. Steve Herb's the man, 50. Andrews at the 40. Leg race, 30. Andrews to the 20, 15, and taken out of bounds at the 11-yard line. What an ad-lib by Lamar Jackson to buy the time, and then going back to the right to find Mark Andrews.
Yeah, and if you thought that was good, well, he would do it once again just a couple of plays later. It's Isaiah Likely on the recipient of another Lamar Jackson scramble drill.
Play action. Lamar rolls right, pumps once, pumps twice. Now he steps back, backpedaling, fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Isaiah Likely. And Lamar Jackson does it again.
So how about a 6-play, 99-yard drive for Baltimore? The extra point would put them up 17-2. They leave under 2 minutes left in the first half. Lamar Jackson on that drive alone, 3 for 3, 92 yards and a touchdown. His first half stats, not the greatest if you look at it. 6 for 11, 147 yards, 1 touchdown. Hasn't found a real rhythm, but hasn't had to because Derrick Henry has been running that well. The ensuing drive, Houston trying to get something going. They get a 19-yard reception to John Mechie. Eventually, they punt. Baltimore, you thought for a second would have a chance for a field goal after a 28-yard reception from Keaton Mitchell on a screenplay. Their drive stalls out. Maybe a penalty should have been called on Zay Flowers, who was going up the sideline. But anyways, Baltimore punts back to Houston, and Houston's final drive with 21 seconds, they try to force something going on here. Nothing is able to come of it. So they end up getting C.J. Stroud knocked out for a play. He returns. That's how we go to halftime. Baltimore leads 17-2. I know, a bizarre score for a football game after one half of play, but that's where we stand. Baltimore on the penalty situation, 2 penalties, 25 yards. Obviously, the biggest one, that Marlon Humphrey pass interference on a 4th down. Now, it didn't come back to hurt them. They get the 4th down stop later. Pretty brutal call. Looked like Marlon Humphrey was pretty clean all the way through, but unfortunately gets the penalty called. Some of the leaders in this game: Derrick Henry, 15 carries, 94 yards, the touchdown, as you heard earlier. For him, though, he had 86 yards rushing in the first quarter, so a much slower second quarter. But as this game goes on, he's going to be a real problem. Expect Baltimore to lean on him. 15 carries in the first half. Lamar Jackson, 6 of 11, 147 yards, a touchdown, his 38th passing touchdown of the season. The leading receiver, Mark Andrews, 1 catch, 67 yards. That was the only catch he had, but oh boy, was it a big one. You probably think he wanted to finish that one off, but ran out of gas as he was flagged down by the defensive backs of Houston. Zay Flowers, 2 catches for 31 yards, and then Keaton Mitchell, 1 for 28. On the Houston side of things, Joe Mixon, just 7 carries, 16 yards. Daria Gumbawale has 2 attempts for 12 yards. They've really neutralized the Houston rushing attack in the early start. Houston really abandoned the run early on in this one. C.J. Stroud, 11 of 20, 121 yards. He's already thrown the ball 20 times. Expect him to throw it a lot more in the second half if they're going to be trailing. Houston will receive the ball first in this second half. In the receiving side, it's John Mechie, 3 for 36. You have Nico Collins, 2 for 29. He's the guy you really got to be afraid of. He is an explosive play waiting to happen. So Nico Collins, they've kept him under wraps so far. Baltimore's going to look to do that continuing in the second half. One person we don't know the status of right now, Nate Wiggins, did head into the medical tent. We will see if he returns. It looked like he was under evaluation for a concussion. So that is what we are waiting on right now from the Baltimore Ravens. We will see if Nate Wiggins returns in this game. Remember, Baltimore already down a couple of offensive pieces with Nelson Aguilar and Justice Hill with a concussion. It'd be a tough way to lose Nate Wiggins for the rest of this game with another concussion. Ravens looking to improve to 11-5. A win would put them 1 game up and in the driver's seat of the AFC North going forward. As I mentioned earlier, if you're just checking in, Kansas City did beat Pittsburgh earlier today, 29-10. So if Baltimore wins, they are 1 game up with 1 game to go. They play Cleveland next week. Pittsburgh plays Cincinnati, who's not officially eliminated. A lot of football to go, but obviously the Christmas has been good to Baltimore so far, and you're hoping the Ravens can return the favor here and finish out this win in the second half. Well, that was the halftime show, and coming up next, the second half kickoff with Rod Woodson and Jerry Sandusky. You've been listening to the Ravens Game Day Network.
The second half kick is straight ahead on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Hey, Commanders fans, are you ready to feel the power? LIUNA, the Laborers International Union of North America, powers up America with the same unstoppable energy. We're the real MVPs of construction, from highways to stadiums, tackling every project with pride, power, and paychecks that come with unbeatable benefits. Right now, we're on a mission to grow our team to 1 million members. So if you're ready for an exciting, high-paying union career, join LIUNA's all-star roster today. Visit LIUNA.org to learn more about the union that's unstoppable on and off the field.
Escape to Ocean City, Maryland, and discover a place that just feels lighter, where every day feels like Saturday and French fries are a food group, where flip-flops are always in fashion and seafood is always in season, where the boardwalk is bustling and the beach is right outside your door, where you can rise with the tide and feel like a kid again. Ocean City, Maryland, somewhere to smile about. Book your trip at OCOcean.com.
Hey, Commanders fans. Looking for the perfect fall getaway that's just a quick drive from D.C.? Williamsburg, Virginia is your next great escape. Williamsburg, Jamestown, and Yorktown offer the perfect blend of historic sites, outdoor adventure, and entertainment for your fall vacation. Immerse yourself in America's rich heritage with one-of-a-kind living history museums, abundant recreational opportunities, including great golf, farm-to-table freshness, craft breweries, distilleries, wineries, and don't forget the roller coasters at Busch Gardens. Your fall adventure starts in Williamsburg.
Hey, Commanders fans, are you ready to feel the power? LIUNA, the Laborers International Union of North America, powers up America with the same unstoppable energy. We're the real MVPs of construction, from highways to stadiums, tackling every project with pride, power, and paychecks that come with unbeatable benefits. Right now, we're on a mission to grow our team to 1 million members. So if you're ready for an exciting, high-paying union career, join LIUNA's all-star roster today. Visit LIUNA.org to learn more about the union that's unstoppable on and off the field.
Third quarter, brought to you by Safeway.
Fresh off a wonderful show from Beyonce in the second half, we go to the Hall of Famer Rod Woodson for his musical reviews. What did you think of the performance and the fashion-forward statement on chaps?
I'm going to leave the chaps alone because I'm married. The performance was outstanding, and I mean, it's the situation, right? It was a Cowboys thing for here in Houston, so the Cowboys are everywhere around here, so it was outstanding show, absolutely.
I really didn't know what to expect. They said at halftime it was a 20-minute instead of a 12-minute halftime. As they were pulling all the stage and the props and everything out, you thought, all right, how are you going to squeeze this in? That was pure entertainment for about 17 minutes with a great finish. And Beyonce put on a show, and now it's up to the Ravens to finish this show. They lead 17-2. The only points they surrendered were from the offense, not the defense, the Derrick Henry safety. So Zach Orr's defensive unit having a great afternoon, an afternoon that was first set up by the Chiefs beating the Steelers this afternoon, 29-10, which means the Ravens win tonight puts them in first place in the AFC North. And a win next weekend against the Browns would secure top spot and a home game to start the playoffs. So a lot on the line, a lot to play for here in the second half as the smoke literally is starting to clear from inside here because the dome is closed today.
And the defense gets to set the tone coming out here in the second half.
Still want your thoughts on those chaps. I mean, those chaps were showstoppers themselves.
Like I said, I've been married for 32 years. I'm going to refrain of making any comments on the chat.
Beyonce living up to Billy. Now it will be Jordan Stout handling the kickoff duties as Damian Pierce and Dare Ogunbowale will await the start of the second half. Stout drills another one that will sail out of the end zone. And the Texans will have the ball at their 30-yard line. So we saw this transition beginning in the Meadowlands a few weeks ago with Jordan Stout taking over kickoff duties in the second half, and that trend now is continuing. With Justin Tucker getting his kicking game very much back on track. He's a perfect 13 for 13 in field goal and extra points since the bye week. He hit from 52 yards in the first half. C.J. Stroud will start the half under center. Joe Mixon, the deep back in an offset eye off the play fake. Stroud stumbles back, sets his feet. Now he has to run from the pocket, and he throws incomplete to Mixon as Stroud was getting crushed by the convergence of the Ravens defensive linemen.
And again, C.J. Stroud showed his back to the defense, and anytime he showed his back again, deeper routes, you're going to give your opportunity to get the pass rush there. The secondary did a great job of not allowing anybody to get open down the field.
Second down and 10. Texans will be moving from our right to left to start the second half. John Mechie comes in motion, one of two receivers to the near side. Blitz pressure coming. Stroud wants to throw. Pocket collapsing. He escapes. Runs across the 30, and he'll dive at the 37-yard line as Nnamdi Madubuike and Kyle Van Noy were converging on him after a 7-yard run. Third down and 3 coming up for the Texans on the opening drive of the third quarter.
And I can't imagine that that's what they want C.J. Stroud to do right now, especially ending the first half where he injured that shoulder just a little bit and getting hit by Owe.
Stroud's in the shotgun. 3 receivers bunched to the left inside the numbers. 4-man front. Stroud takes the snap. Blitz pressure coming up the middle. Stroud flush to the right, fires down the middle. It is intercepted at the 40-yard line. Coming up with a pick is Kyle Hamilton.
He got it.
A diving effort by the Ravens safety at the 39-yard line of the Ravens. Roquan Smith was applying the pressure. And Kyle Hamilton made a diving interception in front of the target, Xavier Hutchinson. The Ravens with a great start to the third quarter.
That was a great interception by Kyle Hamilton. The hardest one he had all year long, and that's the one he caught.
His first interception of this season. And it gives the offense the ball at the Ravens' 39-yard line. And Lamar Jackson on for his first drive of the second half. Ravens break the huddle. Lamar will set in the shotgun. Derrick Henry to his left. And Zay Flowers in motion to the far side. Inside handoff. Henry's got a hole in the left side. Crosses the 45. Henry stiff arms man 50. And he's all the way down to the Texans' 49-yard line with a 12-yard gain to start the drive.
Well, Derrick Henry's over 100 yards. And we know what happens normally when Derrick Henry gets over 100 yards this year.
7-0. The numbers don't lie. Triangle formation in the backfield. Lamar 5 yards deep. He'll fake the hand up to Henry. Comes to the right side. Cross the 40. Lamar to the 30. He's gone. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 48-yard run. And if Beyonce didn't wow you, Lamar Jackson just did.
He needed 62 yards to pass Michael Vick. He got 48 on that carry.
He is closing in on history, and the Ravens are closing in on top spot in the AFC North. Justin Tucker on for the extra point attempt. Tucker's kick is good. Tucker took a big hit at the end of that kick, but no flag thrown. 13:22 to play in Houston, Texas on Christmas Day. It's the Ravens 24, the Texans 2 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
At Leidos, a brilliant mind is smart, but a brilliant team is smarter. A ship that finds enemy subs is smart, but an autonomous fleet, that's smarter. Defending against cyber attacks? Smart. Stopping attacks before they start? Smarter. And using AI tools is smart, but integrating trusted mission AI into your technology is smarter. We're not just making technology solutions in national security and health. We're making smart smarter. Leidos.
You know that feeling of excitement when the game goes into the fourth quarter, time is ticking away, and the game is on the line? Well, that's kind of how it feels with Ravens scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery. There's still time to pick some up and play for a chance to win top prizes ranging from $20,000 to $200,000 instantly. But they may not be around much longer. So make a play for Ravens scratch-offs while you still can. Because the only thing as exciting as a Ravens win is a Ravens scratch-off win. Please play responsibly.
Welcome to Pat Chat with Ravens Pro Bowler Patrick Ricard. Pat, what's the game plan this season?
Autumn Lake Healthcare.
Huh?
Autumn Lake Healthcare, with affiliated locations across Maryland, is the best zone coverage for short-term rehabilitation and long-term care.
You do realize we're talking about football.
Hey, game recognizes game.
Passion and compassion. It's what winning teams are made of. Go to autumnlakehealthcare.com to see why it's the Baltimore Ravens' choice for short-term rehabilitation and long-term care. Pat, any picks for season MVP?
Autumn Lake Healthcare.
I walked right into that.
Ravens Nation. Hurt in an accident? Don't worry. Hiring a team of lawyers is easy with Rice, Martha Pesaurus. I'm attorney Randolph Rice, and with just one phone call, you're set. No need to leave your home. It's fast, too. We start working on your case today. And remember, it costs you nothing out of pocket. We only get paid when we win your case. That's our promise to you. 3 reasons to choose us and 3 names to remember. Best advice? Call Rice.
Rice Martha Pesaurus, your official injury lawyers.
It is a day of shows. First Beyonce, then Lamar. 48-yard run for Lamar Jackson in the read option, and he has the Ravens pulling away 24-2 in front of the Houston Texans with 13:22 left to play. And it leaves Lamar Jackson just 14 yards away from becoming the NFL's all-time leading rusher among quarterbacks in league history. He'll pass Michael Vick with 14 more yards. And that is our Zips Cleaners speed play of the day.
I'll tell you what, when you pass Michael Vick and any of his records he had running the football, you've done a tremendous job in your career.
All eyes were on Derrick Henry, and Lamar took off. Damian Pierce, Dare Ogunbowale are spectators for the Jordan Stout kick that sails out of the back of the end zone yet again. 1st and 10, Texans at their 30-yard line.
Well, the ball guy had great hands. He caught it before it hit the ground.
He's had practice.
Yes, he has.
Jordan Stout just keeps punching him out of the back of the end zone. I won't lie, I wasn't all that wild about the thought of Beyonce at halftime coming into today. What a show.
It was a great show.
C.J. Stroud will start under center, hands it off to Joe Mixon, running up the middle. Not much room there. He's taken down by Broderick Washington after a gain of about 2. Earlier today, in the opening game on the Netflix pairing,
and I'm
Kansas City beat Pittsburgh. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying I'm really impressed how this defense has shifted in the last 4 weeks. Some of the moves that the defense has made and how critical it's been for them to get to where they want to go in the postseason.
C.J. Stroud wants to throw. Blitz pressure coming. Stroud is sacked back at the 20-yard line. Coming off the edge was Chris Board. Typically lines up inside, lined up on the outside, came clean off the edge, and the Ravens get their 3rd sack of the day.
And it surprised everybody because the Ravens don't normally blitz that often, but when they do, they normally get back to the quarterback.
Joe Mixon was looking to his right. Board was coming from his left. By the time he saw him, he had Stroud on the ground. It is 3rd down and 17 for Houston. 3 deep safeties for the Ravens. Stroud drops the throw. He's under pressure. He has to throw it complete to the 25-yard line. That's the tight end Dalton Schultz. He's tackled there by Brandon Stevens, and the punt team will have to come on for Houston.
Yeah, Brandon Stevens grabbed that right ankle, wouldn't let it go till the cavalry got there.
Well, the Ravens defense came into today 4th in the NFL in sacks. Check that, 2nd in the NFL in sacks with 47. They're at 50 now. Steven Sims is deep. Awaiting the Tommy Townsend punt, short punt. Sims takes it on the run at the 35, stiff arms a man, and is taken down at the 37-yard line. Good field position for the Ravens when we get back. 11:21 to play. 3rd quarter on Christmas. It's the Ravens 24, Texans 2 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Hey, Commanders fans, are you ready to feel the power? LIUNA, the Laborers International Union of North America, powers up America with the same unstoppable energy. We're the real MVPs of construction, from highways to stadiums, tackling every project with pride, power, and paychecks that come with unbeatable benefits. Right now, we're on a mission to grow our team to 1 million members. So if you're ready for an exciting, high-paying union career, join LIUNA's all-star roster today. Visit LIUNA.org to learn more about the union that's unstoppable on and off the field.
Honey, are those carolers outside?
Oh, that's really nice.
Aren't we supposed to give them something?
Let me see. Ooh, I've got some holiday scratch-offs.
Oh, perfect.
Here you go.
We're going to need some more scratch-offs.
Wow, word travels fast.
Give Maryland Lottery holiday scratch-offs, and please play and gift responsibly.
The insurance company should never give you the runaround or less than what you deserve.
I don't have time to play games with the insurance company.
Tell them you mean business.
I called Marks & Harrison.
They know how to deal with the big cases.
Call Marks & Harrison right now. The insurance companies know the name Marks & Harrison.
They got me way more than what the insurance company offered.
I got over $250,000.
That's why I called Marks and Harrison.
The insurance company didn't stand a chance.
Call Marks and Harrison right now.
Calling all Commanders fans, we have something big in common. Passion. We are all about the Commanders, and JKJ is all about protecting you. Introducing JKJ Insurance and Risk Management Consultants, the passionate protectors of your business, employees, and personal assets. Their passion is your protection. So join JKJ and rest easy knowing they have your back.
When you're high, you feel different. But if you feel different, you drive different. So don't drive high. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Third quarter of this evening's broadcast is brought to you by Safeway. 11:21 to play in the third quarter at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. Ravens in charge in this one, 24-2. On Christmas Day a year ago, Ravens on Christmas went out to San Francisco and dismantled the 49ers. Today, they have been all over the Houston Texans, and they have plenty of motivation, Rod, with the Steelers losing this afternoon. A win for the Ravens puts them in control of the AFC North and a chance to win the division title.
Absolutely.
Ravens will start the drive at their 38-yard line. Lamar Jackson hands it off. Derrick Henry running between the hash marks 40, 43-yard line. He's wrestled down after a 6-yard gain.
When you watch Derrick Henry run, you don't think he can cut like that because he's so tall. But he does a great job of shifting his weight and getting the opposite, putting that left foot in the ground or right foot in the ground and get the opposite way.
Mark Andrews sets to the left of the line. Zay Flowers goes in motion. Now he turns back to the right. Lamar Jackson walks up to the line. Shifts Isaiah likely to the left on 2nd down and 4. Flowers in motion to the left. Inside handoff. Henry running along the right hash mark. Won't get far. Only a yard to the 45-yard line. It'll set up a 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, I know that wasn't a read option, but if Lamar would have kept that one, he would have hit his head on the goalpost again.
Lamar starts this drive needing 14 yards to pass Michael Vick, who's the NFL's all-time leading rusher at quarterback. Came in today with 765 rushing yards for the season, 2nd on the team. Here he looks at a 3rd down and 3, stands in the shotgun. Keaton Mitchell in the backfield with him. Texans with a 4-man defensive front. It's a read option. Lamar coming to the right, gets around the edge, gets a 1st down and steps out of bounds at the Texans' 47-yard line.
I tell you what, that's the weight he lost in the offseason. That burst that he just had, he didn't have last year because of the added weight that he had. And that's the playmaking ability that he gets that every defense coordinator has nightmares when you're facing him.
Lamar now 3 carries, 81 yards. He is just 6 yards away from the NFL record. Jackson, play action, deep drop, throws complete to Henry out of the backfield. Tries to shed a tackler, but he's dragged down, and a flag follows to the turf at the 44-yard line. Christian Harris made the tackle. This might be a horse collar.
Yeah, I mean, the flag came from the back judge.
But it was pointing at the Ravens.
Personal foul, face mask, 48 deep. 15-yard penalty at the end of the play.
Did he face mask it?
It looked like he got the inside of his shoulder pads. A horse collar would have been the more likely call. Either way, it's going to give the Ravens great field position and a 1st down.
I don't know if that was the right call.
You can tell from listening to the crowd, they don't think it was the right call either.
I mean, if you hit the face mask, if you just bump it, it's not face mask, but I think you're right. If it would have been horse collar, more likely it should have been a call.
But even that wasn't a horse collar because they're the front of the shoulder pads. On 1st down to give it to Henry. Left side slams his way down to the 25-yard line for 3 tough yards.
You know, the one thing I've realized this year is I don't really know what penalties are anymore in the National Football League because they've changed so much.
And we've seen it inconsistently this year. The booth calling down to the officiating crew and telling them to pick up a flag. I think the league's going to have to improve on the use of the eye in the sky to help officials when they make a mistake. Because, look, the game is going at a crazy speed in front of them.
Yeah.
Lamar to throw on second down, rolls to the right, taps the ball once, throws complete. Henry has it at the 20, 15, spins his way down to the 11-yard line. First down, Ravens at the Texans 11. Mark Andrews will check in. Tez Walker will check out.
Yeah, I just don't know how you really defend an offense that the quarterback gets out of the pocket, you come up, Derrick Henry goes behind you, he throws the ball to Derrick Henry for easy throw and catch.
The Ravens, the most efficient team in the NFL in the red zone. They're in the Old Bay red zone again from the 11. Henry carries it, backs his way down to the 8-yard line. It'll be second down at about 8 from there. 7:40 left to play, third quarter. Ravens in control here in Houston, Texas. 24-2 on Christmas Day. Well, if you're going to play on Christmas and disrupt everybody's family celebrations, why not make it great for Ravens fans across the country and across the world? Because with Netflix, this is now a global broadcast. Henry alone in the backfield. Play action. Lamar rolls to the right, pumps once, looking end zone. Now he's got to scramble. Running to the left, gets a block. He's to the 10, sidesteps the man at the 5, and he's tackled at the 2. He'll be just shy of the first down. The question now is whether they give him an official 6-yard gain. Waiting to see the official yardage on that play. And that was for 6 yards. Lamar Jackson now has the NFL record for the most rushing yards by a quarterback in league history.
And I hope once they score, they give that ball to Lamar.
Offense sprint to the line. Lamar under center. Gives it to Henry. Right side. Hits a Texan and is stopped at the 1-yard line. That is good for a first down.
You got the first down.
It'll be first and goal for the Ravens with 6:19 left in the third quarter. If we were in Baltimore, they would have probably stopped the game. They would have certainly been a big deal out of it. You understand why they're not going to make a big deal out of it, Houston.
Yeah, I mean, here, away games, you're not going to make a big deal of it. But what Lamar wants to do, and hopefully one of his offensive linemen, since he got him some pretty nice presents for Christmas, once they get the touchdown, will bring that ball to the sideline for Lamar.
Jackson to the line, play action, rolls to the right, throws back in the end zone, wide open, touchdown Ravens! Mark Andrews in for 6, and with 5:50 left to play on Christmas Day, third quarter, the Hayes in the barn!
Oh, they're not going to get the ball. That's the ball that Lamar broke the record with.
Trust me, somebody has their eye on it because that ball's going to Canton, Ohio.
I got an eye on it. I see the guy. The guy that got really good hands on the kickoff.
That is going to Canton, Ohio. Lamar came into today needing 87 yards. He has it on the dot. He throws another touchdown pass. And Justin Tucker's extra point attempt is good. 5:50 to play, third quarter. Beyonce turned out the lights, and the Ravens have done the same to the Texans. It's the Ravens 31, the Texans 2 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Toyotathon is on, making now the perfect time to stop by your local Toyota dealer to check out all the great vehicles in Toyota's lineup, like the exciting new 25 Camry, stylish Corolla, or adventure-ready RAV4, all with great MPGs. Or hop in a rugged Tacoma or Tundra, ready for anything and everything you need to haul home for the holidays. Visit buyatoyota.com for local inventory, great deals, and more. But hurry, offers end January 6th. Toyota, let's go places.
Cannabis possession isn't a crime in Maryland anymore, and new laws mean that you can completely erase it from your record. Free legal aid is available to help with your arrest, charge, or conviction. Get started today at freshleafmd.org.
We may not have started this season on the right foot, but now we're on the rise.
He will go all the way! Touchdown Ravens! Picked off Marlon Humphrey! three. Tucker's kick is up. It is good.
The uprising continues with the Eagles and our division rivals headed to Baltimore. It's time to conquer. Join us at BaltimoreRavens.com/tickets.
Bugs ruining your game day? Sounds like you need to call your friends at PMSI, the official pest control partner of the Baltimore Ravens. We're always defending your home turf from uninvited pests, including mosquitoes, bedbugs, mice, rats, termites, wildlife, and even mold. Call us today at 410-496-4154 for a free inspection, or visit our website at mypmsi.com.
Ravens fans, visit BaltimoreRavens.com to enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines captain of the game. You could win tickets to a 2024 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, much more.
Third quarter, brought to you by Safeway.
And the Ravens have dominated the third quarter. They started the scoring in this quarter. Really, they started the dominance of the quarter on the Kyle Hamilton interception. A diving effort just beyond midfield. That would lead to a Ravens scoring drive capped by a 48-yard touchdown run by Lamar Jackson, followed by a touchdown drive capped with Lamar Jackson with a 1-yard touchdown pass to Mark Andrews. Andrews' 50th career touchdown reception. Lamar Jackson breaks the NFL record for most rushing yards in a career by a quarterback. And Jordan Stout continues to kick the ball out of the end zone. Touchback for the Texans. So the Ravens are just checking all the boxes, Rob. They came in watching the Steelers lose, opens the door. The Ravens have run through the door. They will take over top spot in the AFC North. And now with a win next weekend against the Browns, they get the division title and a home playoff game as likely the third seed if you beat the Browns next week.
They owe the Browns, and they understand that. They understand if they win these two games, they control their own destiny.
Texas start the drive at the 30. C.J. Stroud wants to throw, pass over the middle, complete. Xavier Hutchinson has it at the 42-yard line. Roquan Smith brings him down after a 13-yard gain, and a Texans first down. C.J. Stroud is going to go hurry up. But he would have to move at the speed of light to hold the clock back now. Blitz pressure coming on Stroud, who throws far sideline. Oh, what a play. Nate Wiggins batted the ball away. That was intended for Xavier Hutchinson. A terrific play by the Ravens rookie corner.
And I love his angle because the ball was thrown a little bit inside. He would have had his first pick six.
That is his 12th pass defense this year, and it is the Ravens rookie record. At 11, he broke the rookie record, the old mark set by Ed Reed. When you start breaking Ed Reed records, that means your career is off to a pretty strong start.
Yeah, not bad.
Well, this throw on second down, pass over the middle. It's a complete pass for a short gain to the 47-yard line. Again, Nate Wiggins on the tackle. The ball that was caught by John Mechie. And the Texans now looking at a 3rd and 5 with just a shade more than 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
And you love to watch Nate Wiggins get better. That little, what we call little angle route from the outside receiver, he didn't beat the receiver to the flat, and he stayed right on top of him. It was a tough catch that the receiver didn't make on top of him.
Ravens with a 5-man defensive front, 2 deep safeties. Stroud drops the throw on third down, lofts it near side. He's got a man open, makes the catch at the 30, and he's run out of bounds there as Nico Collins picks up a huge first down to the Ravens' 21-yard line. A 31-yard gain.
Oh, I tell you what, I don't know exactly what happened when Marlon Humphrey fell down, got rubbed off, and then Brandon Stevenson was covering another receiver, then took off and saw Nico Collins running by himself.
Stroud wants to throw, hit in the pocket, bounces off a tackler, scrambles outside the numbers, and he will sprint out of bounds at the 22-yard line. He'll get just enough to avoid a sack. It'll be second down. Now they're going to say a loss of a yard as Roquan Smith applied the pursuit. Officially marked no gain, so it is 2nd down and 10. 4 minutes even left to play in the third quarter. If you're joining us late, it has been all Ravens all day. They lead it 31-2. The Texans offense looking for its first points. The points came from a defensive safety on Derrick Henry. Stroud the throw on 2nd down. Drifting to the right outside the numbers. Now he slings it far sideline. And it is caught along the far sideline. John Mechie on the grab. Able to get his feet down and bounce at the 15. It'll set up a 3rd down and 3. Marlon Humphrey had the coverage.
Well, he almost got it out. Mechie did a great job of getting his feet down. This defense has played extremely good football since week 11. Some movement. You take Humphreys, you put in the nickel, you took Kyle Helms, and you put him back deep a little bit, and then you inserted Darius Washington into the starting lineup.
B.J. Stroud throw on 3rd down. Hit and sack back at the 18-yard line. Nnamdi Madubuike. Stroud tried to escape through an opening in the front, and as soon as he did, Madubuike took him off his feet. And now the Texans are going to have to go for it on 4th down and 7 at the Ravens 19.
Yeah, that was a really good play by Nnamdi Madubuike.
And that is a 4th sack for Science, powered by Constellation.
Big, strong, physical interior defensive lineman that can get vertical and get pass rush, but also is big and strong to disengage with offensive linemen and get tackles.
4th down and 7. C.J. Stroud drops the throw. Under pressure, scrambling, throws, complete, but shy of the 1st down marker.
Oh, that's a
Roquan Smith. Oh, they gotta take another look at the way he just spotted that.
Spot. It's still short.
It was Damian
he gave him
Pierce.
the 1st down.
Oh, there's just no way. You've got to challenge that one because Damian Pierce makes the catch. He's tackled by Roquan Smith, clearly shy of the 1st down marker.
Oh, if I'm
John Harbaugh throws the red challenge flag. Absolutely.
You got to challenge that. That's not a 1st down.
That was Christmas charity with that spot.
That ball was shy of the 12-yard line.
I mean, you can see the naked eye from our broadcast.
Baltimore's challenging spot on the previous play.
Coach's challenge will be brought to you by Gold
He's
Vision.
a yard short.
We'll find out the verdict when we come back. We know what it should be, but you never know how it will turn out. 31-2, Ravens in front, 1:41 to play, 3rd quarter on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Hey, Commanders fans, are you ready to feel the power? LIUNA, the Laborers International Union of North America, powers up America with the same unstoppable energy. We're the real MVPs of construction, from highways to stadiums, tackling every project with pride, power, and paychecks that come with unbeatable benefits. Right now, we're on a mission to grow our team to 1 million members. So if you're ready for an exciting, high-paying union career, join LIUNA's all-star roster today. Visit LIUNA.org to learn more about the union that's unstoppable on and off the field.
Escape to Ocean City, Maryland, and discover a place that just feels lighter, where every day feels like Saturday and French fries are a food group, where flip-flops are always in fashion and seafood is always in season, where the boardwalk is bustling and the beach is right outside your door, where you can rise with the tide and feel like a kid again. Ocean City, Maryland, somewhere to smile about. Book your trip at OCOcean.com.
Hey, Commanders fans. Looking for the perfect fall getaway that's just a quick drive from D.C.? Williamsburg, Virginia is your next great escape. Williamsburg, Jamestown, and Yorktown offer the perfect blend of historic sites, outdoor adventure, and entertainment for your fall vacation. Immerse yourself in America's rich heritage with one-of-a-kind living history museums, abundant recreational opportunities, including great golf, farm-to-table freshness, craft breweries, distilleries, wineries, and don't forget the roller coasters at Busch Gardens. Your fall adventure starts in Williamsburg.
Hey, Commanders fans, are you ready to feel the power? LIUNA, the Laborers International Union of North America, powers up America with the same unstoppable energy. We're the real MVPs of construction, from highways to stadiums, tackling every project with pride, power, and paychecks that come with unbeatable benefits. Right now, we're on a mission to grow our team to 1 million members. So if you're ready for an exciting, high-paying union career, join LIUNA's all-star roster today. Visit LIUNA.org to learn more about the union that's unstoppable on and off the field.
And we just heard from referee Alan Eck. The replay shows the runner was down shy of the first down, so the Ravens take over on downs. A successful challenge by John Harbaugh. And the Ravens will have it 1st and 10 at their 13-yard line with 2:10 left to play in the third quarter. And Zach Orr's defense continues to keep the Texans out of the end zone.
I mean, this defense has played so well in the last 4 weeks. You think about only giving up 18 points in back-to-back games.
Marv Jackson remains at quarterback. Derrick Henry in the backfield. Give it to Henry, running off the left tackle. Not much room there. He'll get maybe a yard on the play. We pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the Ravens Game Day Network.
WSBN Washington, ESPN 630, the sports capital, your DC home for the Baltimore Orioles, the Baltimore Ravens, UVA basketball, and UVA football.
Third quarter of today's broadcast is brought to you by Safeway. Certainly hope you're enjoying your Christmas, your Hanukkah. Ravens trying to make it all the more enjoyable. Kamara hands it off. Derrick Henry stiff arms the man, gets around the corner, crosses the 20-yard line, and is pushed out of bounds shy of the first down marker by Kamari Lassiter. It'll set up a third down at about 1 with 1:20 left in the third quarter. Ravens will bring in 2 extra offensive linemen as Josh Jones and Ben Cleveland come in. So they will go big body up front.
Well, that's a heavy package, all right.
There's some tonnage on that line now. Derrick Henry, the lone back. Pat McCard goes in motion, now shifts to the up back position. Gives to Henry, running left side, slams into the line, spins forward, and has the first down. Keaton Mitchell will check in now. You would think the rest of this game, 40 seconds left in the third quarter, we'll see a lot of Keaton Mitchell, maybe a little bit of Rasheen Ali.
Yeah, you would absolutely think that. It's not giving him the first down.
It may bring the chains out to measure. So replay assist says the Ravens didn't get it. Here I was earlier saying the Ravens
they said they got it.
Oh, they did get it. Okay, good.
They said replay assist gave him the first
the
down.
Officials did. It was so. I'm not sure what they're looking at down there, to be honest with you.
Up here, you can see that he made the first down.
Which is why replay assist is such a good thing to have.
Oh, absolutely.
Because from field level, it can be chaotic, and you can miss some calls, as we have seen today. And that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. 1 quarter left on Christmas Day. And the Ravens are in charge of this one, leading at 31-2 over the Texans on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Innovation is the key to a carbon-free future, and Constellation is leading the way. We're helping businesses reduce greenhouse gas emissions, reach sustainability goals, and support a healthier environment in our communities with customized solutions using emerging technologies. Together, we'll create a cleaner, brighter future for your business. Power on, America. Learn more at constellation.com/poweron.
Progressive presents Renter's MVP's Most Valuable Possessions. Today's MVP, Emily Neal's 70-inch TV. Because after watching her second-grade students yell at each other for hours, there's nothing Emily enjoys more than watching super rich housewives also yell at each other. Why? Because those women are not her responsibility. And that's why her TV is today's MVP. Keep your most valuable possessions protected by bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Hey Ravens fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Ravens football games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek. BetMGM is the sportsbook born in Vegas, and they're all in on making this pro football season special for Ravens fans. They've got same-game parlays, live bets, MGM reward points, exclusive offers, and so much more on the app. There are just some football feelings you can only get with BetMGM, official sports betting partner of the Baltimore Ravens. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager. Maryland only. Please play responsibly. For help, visit mdgamblinghelp.org or call 1-800-GAMBLER. In partnership with MGM National Harbor.
Fourth quarter, brought to you by Toyota.
And the fourth quarter begins with the Ravens in front of the Texans 31-2. Injury update. Rasheen Ali is out for the remainder of this game with a hip injury. That injury report brought to you by the Baltimore Banner. It also means that we will likely see a healthy dose of Keith Mitchell for the rest of the way. He's in the huddle to start the fourth quarter. Derrick Henry, 24 carries, 131 yards, 1 touchdown.
Not bad.
That is consistent to this season. When Derrick Henry goes over 100 yards, the Ravens find the win column. They are now 8. They will be after today 8-0 in games when he rushes for triple digits. Look at the first carry in the fourth quarter, and Henry is out to the 30-yard line. He'll pick up about 7 on the play. Jake Hansen had the distinct misfortune of having to make that tackle. You don't want to see Derrick Henry in the fourth quarter.
No, they're definitely keeping him in the game. Maybe they're trying to get him over 2,000 for the season.
Second down and 3 for the Ravens from their 30-yard line. Now moving from our right to left in this final quarter. Power I formation to give it to Henry. Right side running behind Ricard. Crosses the 35 and picks up another Ravens first down. Well, this is a game which the Ravens have dominated in every facet. They've outgained Houston 386 yards to 185 yards. They've outrushed the Texans 228 yards to 37 yards.
Yeah, when you make a team one-dimensional, especially offensively like the Ravens done with the Houston Texans, it is tough to play football in this league.
And now Keith Mitchell is in there on 1st and 10 from the Ravens 35. McCarthy up back with the offset on. Give us to Mitchell. Starts along the right hash mark, has nowhere to go. That is taken down for no gain. Well, if you're a member of the Texans offense, you'd probably rather just see the Ravens run out the clock the rest of the quarter.
Yeah, I mean, you want to get this game over with. The game is over. It's 31-2. The one thing that you don't want to see happen with any of your players in this game is to get anybody injured going into the postseason.
And it looks like more than half of the fans have already hit the exits. They came for Beyonce today. She did not disappoint.
No, her or her chaps.
A classic in fashion. Keaton Mitchell trying the left side. Nothing there. Again stopped. They have lost half a yard on the play. It'll set up a 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, and it's kind of unfair. Keaton Mitchell comes in. They're stacking the box. It's going to be really tough for him to run with the football.
So Derrick Henry checks back in. Yeah, but Keaton Mitchell is 5'9", 184. Derrick Henry is 6'3", 250. Anthony Miller activated off the practice squad, splits wide to the right. Tylan Wallace joins him in motion to the right. Lamar Jackson on 3rd down and 10. Throws quickly. Tylan Wallace gets it at the 35. Tries to get outside. Not much room to run. Taken down at the 37. And the punt team will come on for the Ravens with 12:05 left to play in the ball game. Well, we said this at the outset today. If you're going to play on Christmas, if you're going to have to travel on Christmas Eve, if your holiday's going to be a wash, you want to make sure you get something out of it, right? And the Ravens have done that today.
Yeah, absolutely. They played really good football, showed their dominance versus the Texans.
Jordan Stout will kick to Robert Woods, who awaits back at the Texans 15. On the heels of this, the Ravens get a mini bye. Not playing until a week from this coming weekend. Stout's punt, fielded by Woods. Fair catch, 23-yard line, and the Texans offense will take over from there. 11:25 to play on Christmas Day. It's the Ravens 31, the Texans 2 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Give yourself a great gift this holiday. Get yourself a free Royal Farms ROFO Rewards Card. With a Royal Farms ROFO Rewards Card, you can start earning royalty points for free Royal Farms chicken, free hot and cold beverages, and lots more. And you'll save money on fuel purchases, too, when you sign up for ROFO Pay and save 10 cents per gallon. So get your ROFO Rewards Card today and get a free any size Royal Farms coffee for signing up. Happy holidays from Royal Farms. Real fresh, real fast.
Are you tackling the challenges of today's business world? Efficiency and security are the plays of the game. To level up, trust the team the Baltimore Ravens trust. Advanced Business Systems, the official IT partner and managed print services provider of the Baltimore Ravens. For cost containment and top-tier data security, call Advanced today or visit advancedstuff.com/Ravens Radio. Advanced Business Systems. We live and breathe this stuff.
The excitement of the FedEx Cup playoffs returns to Baltimore when the top 50 players on the PGA Tour converge on Caves Valley Golf Club for the 2025 BMW Championship, August 12th through 17th. The stakes have never been higher as players will face the ultimate test at Caves Valley. Tickets are available now. Secure your place to watch golf's best compete in the penultimate event of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Visit BMWChampionship.com today. How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close. Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close, but watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at verizon.com/access.
Fourth quarter of this evening's broadcast brought to you by Toyota. Jerry Sandusky, Hall of Famer Ron Woodson with you from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, this Christmas Wednesday, where the Ravens have dominated the Texans 31-2.
I just saw Santa Claus making out with Miss Claus in the stadium.
Not much else left to do. I mean, you've seen Beyonce, you've seen the blowout. How about it, Santa? Your work is done for the year. And at least he was making out with Mrs. Claus. Otherwise, it's chaos.
Yeah, we would have some issues.
Keep the world wholesome. C.J. Stroud continues at quarterback for the Texans. Got on first down, he wants to throw off the play action. Going deep, far sideline, and that one sails incomplete. He was looking for Nico Collins. Well covered on the play by Brandon Stevens.
You know what? The offense has played great today. Defense has played great today. Special teams have played great today. They got 2 penalties.
Amazing.
The coaches are going to be ecstatic having 2 penalties.
And one of them was highly questionable. The interference call.
It was definitely questionable.
Mark Jackson is taking off for the locker room. High-fiving fans as he goes. Get an update on that if there's anything to be reported on. Inside handoff to Joe Mixon. Winds his way to the 30-yard line. It'll set up a 3rd down and 2. Lamar did not appear to have any type of an injury as he was running into the locker room. But we'll keep an eye on that.
Might have to go to the bathroom.
You would hope it's nothing more serious than that. Lamar today, 10 of 15 passing, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns. 4 carries for 87 yards. That makes him the all-time rushing leader among NFL quarterbacks. With 6,000. C.J. Stroud's pass on third down sails incomplete.
I mean, if Darius Washington ran a route.
Lamar now with 6,110 rushing yards in his 7-year career. When the Ravens drafted him in the 32nd pick overall in the 2018 draft, you thought, all right, we'll see what happens. This is a guy who wasn't terribly polished as a passer in college. You know, he was a great athlete. He was a Heisman Trophy winner. Impossible to project what he would do in the NFL. Right. Impossible to project what he has become in the NFL. He is, by the way, your MVP this season. The debate should be over after today.
That's not even a question.
Texas punt, fielded by Steven Sims at the 10. He'll start to the right. Stiff arms one man, but won't get very far. Taken down at the 11-yard line. Yeah, I think.
I mean, I get Josh Allen has played well, and their team has played well. But when you look at the big scheme of how dynamic he is in the air, taking care of the football, on the ground, to me, it's no question.
We'll continue the conversation as we return to NRG Stadium in Houston. 10:24 to play. Ravens 31, Texans 2 on the Ravens game, Dennis.
At Johns Hopkins Children's Center, we support the children of tomorrow. Like Lem, whose dream is to become an astronaut.
Ready for blast off.
Soaring into space and exploring the universe. At Johns Hopkins Children's Center, we understand. We believe in Lem's dream. We share it. We're always moving forward to discover what's possible. Johns Hopkins Children's Center. Forward for our children.
Do you want to tackle COVID this season? Step up your game and ask your pharmacist about how a non-mRNA vaccine can help. Ravens Radio was brought to you in part by Novavax, your local vaccine company and a proud partner of the Baltimore Ravens. Crab cakes, football, and updated COVID vaccines. That's what Maryland does. This season, you have a choice. Visit ChooseNovavax.com to find a vaccine near you. That's ChooseNovavax.com.
Honey, are those carolers outside?
Oh, that's really nice.
Aren't we supposed to give them something?
Let me see. Ooh, I've got some holiday scratch-offs.
Oh, perfect.
Here you go.
We're going to need some more scratch-offs.
Wow, word travels fast.
Give Maryland Lottery holiday scratch-offs, and please play and gift responsibly.
Innovation is the key to a carbon-free future, and Constellation is leading the way. We're helping businesses reduce greenhouse gas emissions, reach sustainability goals, and support a healthier environment in our communities with customized solutions using emerging technologies. Together, we'll create a cleaner, brighter future for your business. Power on, America. Learn more at constellation.com/poweron.
Fourth quarter, brought to you by Toyota.
10:24 left to play at NRG Stadium in Houston on Christmas Day. It's the Ravens 31, the Texans 2. We're going to presume it was a bathroom break for Lamar. He came back out on the field.
They don't have depends on out there, Jerry.
Not yet. Give it time. But Rashad Bateman did go into the locker room, and it looked like he was going with a member of the training staff, so we'll keep an eye on that one. Josh Johnson in at quarterback. Pete Mitchell at running back. 1st and 10 Ravens from their 11, moving from our right to left. Mitchell carries to the right side, slips a couple of tacklers, crosses the 15, and gets out to the 18-yard line.
I'll tell you what, they've done a tremendous job today. The offensive line blocking for Derrick Henry, protecting Lamar Jackson. They have set the tone for this game.
Derrick Henry had not scored a touchdown in any of the previous 4 games. Which for, again, most mortal, that's not a big deal. But for Derrick Henry, it seemed like such an anomaly. He scored today, sets the franchise record for the most touchdowns in a season, 16. Lamar Jackson sets the NFL record for the most rushing yards in a career by a quarterback. Keaton Mitchell on second down, churning his way along the right hash mark, gets out to the 22-yard line, and that is good for a first down as time continues to come off the clock. The outcome of this game has long since been decided, and these are really good snaps for Keaton Mitchell as the Ravens start to put their attention to the postseason.
And it's great to see him back out there, getting the snaps, getting his confidence back, making sure that he trusts the leg.
These are his first carries he's had this season. Filling in for the injured Justice Hill, who's in concussion protocol. Josh Johnson will go the rest of the way at quarterback. Gives it to Keaton Mitchell, right side, spins, but won't get far. Maybe a yard on the play. We'll set up a second down and 9. Under 9 minutes left to play in the game. So as we look to next week, Ravens will host the Cleveland Browns in the final game of the regular season. Plenty on the line in that game. But the Ravens no longer have to worry about what Pittsburgh does in Week 18. If the Ravens win, they win the division title. Simple
Absolutely. As that. And you want to have your destiny in your own hands. And after the Steelers lost earlier today, they knew that coming into this game. They win 2 games. They are the division champs.
An update from the Ravens sideline. Rashad Bateman has come back on the sideline. So a good sign there. Check all those boxes. Flag down as Keaton Mitchell carries right side, spins out one hit. Gets out to the 25-yard line where Dylan Horton brings him down. We'll see if this preliminary signal is against the Texans.
Yeah, it's offsides.
That's 5 free yards.
Offside, 95 defense. 5-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
Referee Alan Eck has been the voice on the mic. Rob mentioning we haven't heard from him that much because the Ravens have had only 2 penalties, fewest penalties this season.
And that's one thing that John Harbaugh is going to mention when he gets into that locker room. Like, hey, guys, we're doing it. We need to play that type of football, penalty-free football, the rest of this year.
Clock running. We approach 8 minutes left to play here on Christmas Day. A second straight Christmas Day win for the Ravens on the road. Will be a complete sweep of 3 wins in an 11-day span. Derrick Henry back in the game. He'll charge along the right side, gets the first down. On second down and 4, he gets 5. And that'll move the chains. Henry will check out. Keaton Mitchell will check in.
You just want to run the clock. You want this game. If they had a skunk rule, you can call the game right now and everybody can go home.
But with Las Vegas now having such a role in the NFL and everybody playing fantasy football, you'll never see that happen.
Not at all.
Those 2 factors alone. Plus, when Netflix pays $150 million to broadcast 2 games, they want 60 minutes of football. Inside handoff to Mitchell. Looking for a crease along the left side of his offensive line. Finds only a small one. Gets out to the 35-yard line.
Okay, if they paid $150 million for 2 games, what did they get the answer?
Judging from the show she put on, I'd say $300. Because she was phenomenal.
But she got a pretty penny.
I'm not usually a big halftime show fan because it's just kind of chaotic. It doesn't usually live up to billing and expectation. Even most of the Super Bowl halftime shows haven't lived up to expectations, but that one today, wow.
That was better than the last couple Super Bowls.
Quick toss to Mitchell, right side, cuts inside the numbers, weaves his way out to the 37-yard line. It'll set up a third down at about 5 with 6:14 left to play in the ball game. Former Raven Delshon Phillips making the tackle for Houston.
Yeah, this is a great ending to the season, putting a kind of a exclamation point on it, and then they have to finish by beating the Browns next week.
They owe Cleveland
and
one.
They definitely know they owe them one. And the Browns are not going to roll over for them.
Third down and 5. Josh Johnson wants to throw off the play fake. Fires near sideline. He's got a man along the 45-yard line of the Texans, and that is a completion to Anthony Miller. The veteran wide receiver called up from the practice squad today delivers on third down, and Josh Johnson throws the strike.
That was a really good pass in the pocket by Josh Johnson. I'm not surprised.
A 16-yard gain for the veteran.
Been around forever, played for quite a few teams in the National Football League and the XFL and the USFL.
He has played. Whistle prior to the snap.
Ball start, number 42 offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Pat Ricard ruining the vibe. We only had 2 penalties for the Ravens today. Come on, Pat.
All right.
Josh Johnson's been a member of 14 NFL teams, but he's also played in the United Football League, the Alliance of American Football, and the XFL. He played for Jim Harbaugh at the University of San Diego to start his college career. And now John Harbaugh in the waning days of his career. A 38-year-old. He'll hand it off. Keaton Mitchell slips through the 50-yard line to the 49 of the Houston Texans. But we slip under 5 minutes left to play in the game.
You love to see a guy who's so resilient and things not going his way, him being released and picked back up by different NFL teams and different leagues, still having that dream.
You ever met a guy before who played for the Sacramento Mountain Lions, the San Diego Fleet of the Alliance of American Football, and the LA Wildcats of the SFL, and 14 NFL teams?
Oh, that's amazing.
Quick toss, Keaton Mitchell coming in near side, and he has nowhere to go as he cuts it inside the numbers. He is stopped for a loss of 1. It'll be 3rd down and 15.
They ran 2 toss plays today, one to the right, one to the left, and they got 0 yards. When you play a defense that flows to the football as fast as the Texans do, it's not a good play to run against them.
Well, if you happen to see him in the postseason, you now know that.
Yes,
You've done your advanced scouting. You know what works, what doesn't work. What worked were the off-tackle plays.
Absolutely.
Derrick Henry had huge holes in the early going today and racked up another big day. 147 rushing yards. Josh Johnson to throw on 3rd and long. Going deep, near side.
Oh, that's a good
looking
throw.
for Tez Walker. Can't make the over-the-shoulder catch.
That was a really good throw. He threw it into the breadbasket at Des Walker. He just couldn't track it all the way into his hands.
He tried to Willie Mays it over the shoulder, but he couldn't pull it all the way into his hands. So the punt team will come on with 3:32 left to play. You would have to think that the Texans will go to their backup quarterback.
You would think. You don't want C.J. Stroud to get injured.
Jordan Stout stands at the Ravens 36. They'll punt it to Robert Woods, who waits at the 10. Woods lets it bounce at the 5, and it goes into the end zone for a touchback. 3:23 left to play on this Christmas Day, Week 17 game for the Ravens. They have dominated the Houston Texans, their most dominant win of the season. And Rod, as we take a look at the evolution of this Ravens defense, I was looking at some of the numbers. The evolution is staggering. You've seen defenses make huge improvements one season to the next. Rarely do you see it in mid-season. During an 8-week stretch from week 2 to week 10, the Ravens gave up 5 different times more than 400 yards. Complete the thought after this play. Davis Mills at a quarterback. He'll hand it off. And run for about 2 yards is Dameon Pierce. Since the arrival of Dean Pease and the continued development of coordinator Zach Orr, after a long, tough stretch, the Ravens defense turned things around against Denver. They gave up 319 yards. After that, the Bengals put up big numbers with Joe Burrow, but then they limited Pittsburgh to 303, the Chargers to 285, Eagles 252, Giants 236, Steelers 315. Dameon Pierce will carry out to the 28-yard line. Sets up a 3rd down for the Texans. This is a defense that was just getting shredded for the first 10 weeks of the season. And then since then...
Yeah, they made a lot of movements. You get rid of Eddie Jackson. Marcus Williams doesn't get a lot of reps. You move Kyle Hamilton to playing a little bit deeper. You move Humphrey to the slot, and then you insert Darius Washington into the starting lineup.
And that has worked dramatically. On third down, Davis Mills throws complete. Robert Woods makes the reception, and that will be good for a first down. That first down will bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play on Christmas Day. It's all Ravens today in Houston. They lead the Texans 31-2. On the Ravens Game Day Network.
Hey, Commanders fans, we are proud to announce that Price Benowitz is the proud personal injury partner of the Washington Commanders. We understand that accidents happen, and when they do, you need a personal injury firm you can trust. Price Benowitz has a team of award-winning attorneys ready to help. Whether you're injured in a car accident, a slip and fall, or any type of injury, our team will help you get the compensation you deserve. Call Price Benowitz today at 202-444-4444 or visit pricebenowitz.com. The proud personal injury partners of the Washington Commanders. Hey, Commanders fans, are you ready to feel the power? LIUNA, the Laborers International Union of North America, powers up America with the same unstoppable energy. We're the real MVPs of construction, from highways to stadiums, tackling every project with pride, power, and paychecks that come with unbeatable benefits. Right now, we're on a mission to grow our team to 1 million members. So if you're ready for an exciting, high-paying union career, join LIUNA's all-star roster today. Visit LIUNA.org to learn more about the union that's unstoppable on and off the field.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Head over to NFLshop.com for the largest collection of officially licensed gear from all your favorite brands. NFL Shop is your ultimate gifting destination for jerseys, t-shirts, headwear, and more. Take your game day style to the next level with the best selection of NFL gear anywhere. Show off your team pride this holiday season with styles fit for the whole family. To shop now, go to NFLshop.com.
Fourth quarter of today's broadcast brought to you by Toyota. 2 minutes left to play here at NRG Stadium in Houston, where the Ravens have dominated the Texans, leading 31-2. Another 100-yard-plus game for Derrick Henry. Lamar Jackson becomes the all-time quarterback rushing leader in NFL history. Justin Tucker clearly back on track with a 52-yard field goal. Now the Ravens take over top spot in the AFC North. That is a Christmas clean the house. Got everything you wanted on the list. Santa was good to the Ravens today.
Yes, he was.
Davis Mills finishing out the day as quarterback. Will hand it off to Damian Pierce, who stopped for a short game. D'Amico Ryans has done a great job as the head coach here in his second year in Houston. Has won the AFC South Division title again in year 2.
They play like he played. He was very gritty, tough, and they play just like that. Don't give up.
If the Ravens win next week at home, that means they will capture the 3rd seed in the AFC playoff picture. Houston will fall to the 4th seed. And the Ravens would most likely open up at home against Jim Harbaugh and the LA Chargers. Pierce on a short dive play with nowhere to go. Tavius Robinson right there along with Bo Brave. Undrafted rookie free agent out of Maryland. Seeing some game time action with something other than special teams as we approach 1 minute left to play.
Yeah, good for him.
So if you think Netflix liked Beyonce, how happy do you think the networks will be to have a John and Jim Harbaugh matchup in the playoffs?
Well, they have another Brother Bowl, Harbaugh Bowl. Got a 3.0.
On third down, Damian Pierce. Nowhere to go. He'll be stopped shy of the first down. And that should do it.
That is it.
34 seconds on the play clock, 24 on the game clock. The players will walk to midfield, and this one is done on Christmas. with the Ravens taking out the Houston Texans. Our final score in Houston, Ravens 31, Texans 2 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Sports Centers all day and night on ESPN 630 are brought to you by NATCA, the National Air Traffic Controllers Association. They guide you home safely. For more info, visit them at natca.org. That's natca.org.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Learn more at Viking.com.
Gain a global perspective and specialized skills that many of today's top employers are seeking with an MBA from University of Maryland Global Campus. Study online and complete your degree in just 16 months for about $21K. Choose from MBA specializations in global business, marketing, HR, finance, and more. Classes start January 8th. Apply now and save with no application fee. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
More than 45,000 flights and 2.9 million passengers move through the